Hi everyone, I hope you are enjoying the coverage of the FIDE World Cup 2025 in Goa, India. Look at the beautiful place I am in right now. While we are on this break, I want to tell you that ChessBase has just launched the ChessBase version, the newest version, ChessBase 2026 and Mega 26, Mega Database 2026 on 12th of November. Earlier, ChessBase used to launch a version every 2 years. But now, starting from this year, it will be launched every year, just like Mega Database. Hence, from ChessBase 18, we have now launched to ChessBase 26. Then it will happen ChessBase 27 and so on. Mega Database is world's largest chess database and has more than 11.7 million games and 114,000 annotated games. What are the newest features in ChessBase 26? Well, here's a short video for you to know all about it.
ChessBase'26 is here, starting with the enhanced opening report, rating-based statistics for your favorite openings, instructive tactical training built right in, the history of each opening, its pioneers, and a fashion chart showing popularity over time. Then we have the Monte Carlo analysis, simulating thousands of games, defining practical chances and typical maneuvers. Also, new detection of duplicate games, AI description of plans, real-time ray tracing, and more. ChessBase'26. Expand your chess horizon.
Want to play chess but don't know how to get started? Try chess.com. Play for free against someone at your level or challenge one of our friendly computer bots. Trying to improve your chess? Learn the Queen's Gambit and other openings with guided interactive lessons. Like chess but don't want the pressure of playing games? Chess.com has hundreds of thousands of fun puzzles to help you relax and sharpen your mind. Play your friends, make new ones around the world, follow the latest games, and more. Sign up and play for free at chess.com today. A premium membership at chess.com will help you improve your game with full access to a powerful set of learning tools. Unlimited tactics let you practice like a master, with more than 50,000 puzzles to challenge you at every level. Our library of interactive chess lessons, created by master coaches, will enhance every aspect of your game. And after each game you play, the computer analysis feature will give you feedback on every move you play, turning every game into a chance to learn. And that's not all. Premium benefits also include unlimited tournaments, video lessons, the Opening Explorer, and much, much more. Upgrade now to take your game to the next level.
The crucible of competition. The eyes of the world. Goa, India hosts the 2025 FIDE World Cup, where over 200 of the top chess players in the world face off in an 8-round knockout tournament.
This queen has nowhere to go. That is the end.
Excellence, perseverance, and stamina bring glory, national pride, and a spot at the illustrious Candidates Tournament. The globe's best chess players hope to add their name to the list of champions.
Ooh, he made a move in 1 second.
The 2025 FIDE World Cup. Let's get these games started.
The most prestigious tournament in chess has come to India, the home of chess.
अरे यार देगी अरे क्यों चाल्यो घोड़ो
Yes! 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 Yes!
चेस 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 खेल ये हमारा है। आओ दुनिया वालों ये वेलकम तुम्हारा है। अपना गेम भारी है, हैंडशेक की बारी है, अब इंडिया बोलेगा। It's your move, it's your move, गोवा कर रहा है वेट। It's your move, come 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 don't be late। It's your move, ए तो कोई खोल।
चतुरंग के सारे रंग सदियों से हैं अपने संग, शतरंज बिछता है हर आंगन, विश्व को दिया हमने विश्वनाथन।
डंका बजा है, गोवा सजा है, खेल जमेगा खूब। It's your move, हो न जाए checkmate। It's your move, check में भी होगा just। It's your move, गोवा कर रहा है वेट। It's your move, come 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 don't be late। It's your move, इसको कर दो। It's your move, एक दो ढाई। It's your move, it's your move, it's your move, it's your move, it's your move.
The FIDE World Cup 2025, starting from 31st October to 27th November in Goa, India.
It's your move.
Welcome to the tiebreaks of the semifinals here at the FIDE World Cup. We will have two new candidate spots reserved for the winners of today's match. It's going to be decided in rapid or blitz, maybe in Armageddon. We'll find out. So it's Wei Yi versus Andrei Esipenko. Wei Yi and Esipenko both have played more than 20 games, so might be getting tired there. But that's not the case for Norderbeck, Yakubboev versus Sindarov. Both have played 16 to 19, 20 games each in all three formats. It's going to be super interesting to see which of the Uzbek players guarantees themselves a spot in the finals, as well as the candidates. We'll find out. It's going to be super exciting. By the way, we also know that Esipenko and Yakubboev got married very, very recently, like in the last couple of months. Will Lady Luck shine on them? We'll find out. Back to you guys in the studio.
Welcome everyone to a super crucial day in the FIDE World Cup 2025. Today we will definitely have two candidates coming out from this tournament. With me to join the action is Wei Yi and Andrei Esipenko.
Let's go. I think the best commentators you could actually hope for, yeah, Sagar bhai?
अरे बाप रे क्या ही स्ट्रेस होगा ना यार, एक दिन में दो कैंडिडेट्स, आई थिंक इतना रेशियो तो मतलब बहुत रेयरली को मिलता है.
Yeah, true actually. To get two candidates today, and also two more players will know that they are not through to the candidates and they will have to fight for the third place. तो क्या लगता है दोस्तों, what is your gut instinct today? Who are these two players going to be?
commentator वो दोनों है तो candidates हम दोनों होंगे मेरे ख्याल.
So for me, sorry Tikku bhai, but for me it's like I think Sindarov, because I think for me he looks like a favorite to me to win the event. So Sindarov would be the first one, and I think Esipenko, just based on how the last, I know it's a huge surprise,
huge flip or?
But no, I was always rooting for Esipenko. Not rooting, but like I feel Esipenko looked a lot more stable to me. Yesterday and the day before, it was Wei Yi who was sort of fighting for for the equality. And throughout this event, whenever someone is fighting for the equality in in classical format, then in tiebreaks they generally struggle. What are your thoughts, Sahil?
I agree.
By the way, Sahil bhai, look at the number of people who are there for the first move.
That is so awesome to see so many players, even though there are no Indians right now. The stakes are very, very high. And Sagar bhai, I think ceremonial move about to happen on the board.
Yeah, first move about to happen. And let's have a look at all the people who are there. If we can have another view so that we can see their faces here.
Same t-shirt, by the way, yeah? All the days for Yakubboev.
Oh, bhai.
Definitely, I think, I'm sure all of us have done this at one point when the tournament is going really well. You buy like the same shirt, but okay, like two shirts of the same color, and then you keep switching, yeah? Like I remember one. Aapne nahi kiya kabhi bhi hai?
No, I haven't done it yet because I never had such a crazy tournament as you guys, I guess.
No. I mean, I wouldn't say as this crazy, never. But I remember this one time in Kavala Open or in Palikhora Open. It was in Greece. There is this grandmaster. His name is Adam Tukhaev, 2600 peak. And पता है हर रोज he was wearing that same orange t-shirt.
अच्छा.
And he kept winning. He was leading by the whole like the whole event by like a whole point. And in the last round also, भाई वो एक ही t-shirt था उसके पास. वो हर रोज वही पहन रहा था.
भाई if Yakubboev somehow wins तो ये टी-शर्ट तो वो फ्रेम करके अपने घर में टांगेंगे है ना?
फ्रेम नहीं भाई, ऑक्शन कर दो. Like Magnus's jeans.
True.
And yes, Sahil bhai, you were saying, who are your two favorites to reach the candidates?
You know, matlab, I think Sindarov and Esipenko also for me feel like the favorites right now.
Whoa.
Cheers, Saj bhai. But you know, also like, I want to see some drama. Like, at least I want to see like ups and downs. Like, एक बंदे ने जीता, दूसरे ने comeback किया, फिर एक और जीता. And by the way, handshakes on the board. Two Uzbekis fighting it out. Only one can get the candidate spot today.
Yeah, let's give a round of applause to Yakubboev and Sindarov here, two Uzbek players. What a time for Uzbek chess. Yesterday, I saw Sindarov's family is here. His grandparents, his younger brother, people from Uz Chess have come here. Clearly, this is their moment. They need to be here. They need to cover this event for all the people back home.
It must be such an amazing feeling to be an Uzbek fan in these moments. It's almost like last World Cup when Prag and Arjun were fighting it out until the tiebreaks. I hope this match goes, right down to the Armageddon. I think it will be so much fun. And I actually looked at the stats of these guys as well. Actually, looks like in the early days, Sindarov was on the better half. But lately, Yakubboev has been having a +1 or +2 advantage.
Ooh, let's go. Lift off and pawn to d4 on the board. London maybe, yeah?
Let's go, bhai. That's the way to win.
Queen's Gambit declined is on the board. And just a second, I will get the games. Yeah, there we have it. He's playing the same opening. But this time, instead of Queen d3, he played Bishop g5, Yakubboev.
Yep, and he goes Knight BD7, Cambridge Springs, I believe it's known as. But okay, it's kind of transposed into a normal QGD. He goes H6, kicking the bishop away, and he goes bishop to F4. Bhai, I already like Yakubboev's position. What about you, Sahil bhai?
But yeah, Knight H5, attacking the bishop now, Saga bhai. It feels like bishop pair ke piche pade hain. Bishop comes to E5. Very interesting setup now. If we take, do we take with the pawn?
Oh, he takes. And he took with the pawn. The knight on H5, a bit stranded, can get trapped with H3 and G4. But I'm pretty sure Sindarov has things worked out. He goes G6 so that the knight can rotate from this side.
Absolutely great idea. And Bishop G7 can also be a plan. Bishop E7 can also be a plan. That's something we think about later on. But now Yakubboev has having his first sort of think in the game, which means Sindarov knows this position a bit deeper. What do you think, Sagar bhai?
Yeah, maybe I think could be, but still prep going on. Bishop E2 played by Yakubboev. Very exciting games that will be here. I mean, very exciting opening choice. Fighting choice here by Yakubboev. Should we go to the other game?
Yeah, yes, same opening as yesterday, by the way. Love this scene. Oh, both the matches, yeah?
भाई ये लोग तो मुझे लगता है वर्ल्ड चैंपियनशिप ही खेल रहे हैं.
Look at that move, B5 on the board by black. What
the hell? Let me quickly reach there.
Just to remind everyone, this is Petrov defense जो हमने कल classical में देखी थी between the exact same players with the exact same color. And now looks like Wei is very well prepared.
शांत है, B5 मूव करके ऐसे. भाई
इतना सब देखा हुआ है भाई, सब देखा हुआ है.
सही में, I mean, if we can go back, if we can have the full board for this Wei board, I mean, can we go back and see this B5 move? That's crazy, yeah.
I think Sahil bhai, if you were playing, you would have sacked here, no, on B5.
इतना मन है भाई, इतना मन है. अगर candidate spot दाव पे नहीं होता तो करने का मन तो था.
भाई, actually, it's working.
It's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea at all.
It's a very decent one, but clearly both were prepared, and Wei must have looked at it deeply. So Andre said, let me take the bishop. Queen takes and bishop b3. Once again, we reached something similar to yesterday. White has the bishop pair. Black has a very solid structure, a little bit expanded on the queen side, but king b7, and he can hang in there.
For sure, but I feel for Wei, his light squares seem a bit weak to me. Like bishop d5 can jump in. That pawn on f7, the queen side pawns, as you said, the queen side is a bit expanded as well. You have these a4 ideas as well.
I love this.
I don't like this for Wei.
Knight a5, knight takes bishop, a takes, ये चार pawn ऐसे दो double pawn साथ में मस्त cute लगेंगे.
That's a nice point actually. G4, knight takes and we make a nice box here.
They say double pawns are great defenders. What about two double pawns? Bhai, aap attack karke dikhao.
It's like these 2 pawns will be like first kill us, then there are 2 more pawns to get to the king. Like
literally.
VVIP here. But anyway, he did play knight a5 on the board, and the best move now is g4. Let's see if Andrei Esipenko knows it. I think he's out of his preparation here.
By the way, question to both of you. Do you think this is going to last way, way long? Maybe, till 5+3 Armageddon, or do you think this ends in
way long? Way long. Matlab, it is going to be too long, I'm telling you.
I think one of the matches will go. Sahaj bhai, I got it.
Which one?
The way long one.
Sagar bhai is just patting my back.
Yesterday Sahaj bhai was like telling Tanya that I cracked a very good joke. No one reacted. So
Thank you, Sagar bhai. Appreciate it.
Yes, bhai. So
it's a motivation bana rehta hai, to make more jokes, just like these ones. So
mat haso Sagar bhai.
Oh, how is bishop d5? I like bishop d5 because I'm provoking you to play c6, and then I'm gonna go bishop f3. Like if you go knight c4, then I go bishop g4. You take my queen, I take your queen.
Wow, that's a very interesting line mentioned, because if you move your queen away, the f4 bishop is hanging, so you pin it. And what if I take here, Sahaj bhai?
Then pawn takes, knight takes, and I guess king takes maybe, because king, it's an endgame. Kings belong in the center.
And somehow, don't you think like this is very even here?
It is for sure. But I mean, I still like practically I like white's position more. You have the h file open. Maybe you can push some g5 at the right moment. Some rook h5 ideas. f3 you can push slow game.
So maybe this is possible to happen in the game if Andrei Esipenko goes with his bishop to d5. Let's quickly check the game of the two Uzbek players, Nodirbek and Sindarov. After we left it off at bishop e2, bishop b4 by Javokir, pinning the knight, and white castles here. And actually, white did think for quite a lot of time in his last couple of moves. So it's black who is ahead on the clock.
Which side do you prefer here, white or black though? Like both sides have their triumphs, but somehow white looks a bit better. The knight on h5 not giving a great impression.
I agree. I like white's position because somehow I feel like all this is a little bit misplaced. But if Sindarov knows what he's doing, his position has a lot of potential. Knight goes back to g7. He plays his queen to e7 first. He's looking here.
Maybe also planning for long castling ideas, like with bishop e6 and long castle.
That's
I think
a great point.
That also feels okay, but Sindarov...
Bhai, I'm going to take you both on today by saying that Yakubboev... I've been supporting Yakubboev since the start, so I'm saying that Yakubboev qualifies. And in the other one, I'm very surprised that you both have chosen Esipenko. I'm going with the favorite Wei.
Do you think Sindarov will be out?
No, not out. Like third place match between Sindarov and Esipenko.
By the way,
so Wei qualifies today.
Only move for Wei. I think an obvious one, but an important one.
We go to Wei. 1 second. Let me get the board here. Wei.
Yeah, he did play bishop d5 and now c6 has to be played.
वो तो खेलना ही है. I'm pretty sure Wei will kick this bishop away.
वो लगेगा नहीं उसके मतलब hand gesture. It'll just be like a normal move, slow, calm.
The two bishops looking deadly. Yeah? If you don't do something about them, suddenly it can be problems. After that b5 move, the black king is very weak.
Yeah.
The Wei already having an advantage. By the way, c6 only move in this position. If you don't play c6, black is in some serious trouble. But a very natural looking move.
वो तो खेलेंगे ही भाई. नहीं तो c6 if you don't play, and what, like suppose you play something like bishop f6, then suddenly after g4, your queen is misplaced. This bishop can drop back. I mean, it's look at this diagonal. So weak.
So good.
So c6, very important move here. And then bishop f3. It's a very forcing line that we went through just previously. bg4 is also... Okay, there is queen d4, by the way, to defend here.
Ooh, trying to come to A7 maybe, huh?
Can I play C5 here or is that bad? Oh, you have Queen D5. Never mind. Queen F4 is a check.
Queen D5.
But Queen F4 is a check, no?
But bhai, after Queen F4, King B1, where is the way to stop this checkmate?
There is no ways. There is no ways, bhai.
King
That's what
D7,
Esipenko is
bhai.
wondering. Where is the way?
King D7.
Queen B7 check. डर लग रहा है थोड़ा चेक देके.
Queen C6 as well.
Queen C6 actually better लग रहा है देख के, to be honest. But let's go rookie one first.
King E6.
भाई थोड़ा rookie.
Oh, he's surviving.
थोड़ा rookie one जाते हैं ना पहले. Let's guard that exit square and then we give the check.
But then rook C8.
Oh, Queen B7, Bishop C6, Queen B8.
Oh.
Tell me there is something. I didn't calculate this, but tell me there's something. Oh no, King D8 मैंने miss कर दिया.
Okay, still better for white, yeah?
But still very well calculated.
What was the win though? What did I miss?
The win here is actually a very insane move. Maybe someone wants to try an intermezzo here for white. It's a very tough one. Maybe a GM level move by
G3?
तभी नहीं मिली मुझे.
Yes.
Oh, wow, okay, of course I knew it, yeah?
G3 Sahil bhai's future looks bright bhai. GM title के लिए try करना है.
बिल्कुल, but what's the idea though? ये भी बता दो सागर.
So what's the reason? Why do you think he's able to find? आप एक वो मुझे एक suggestion दे रहे थे कि जब दो की शादी हो जाती है, then they are, then they.
Yeah, generally I think this is the period when marriages are working very well.
Oh.
Like for example, you can see Esipenko got married recently. Also, Yakubboev got married recently.
And Sahil bhai, how did you find G3? Like, what's the secret?
I don't know. I mean, my engine isn't working right now, so I just use my brain. Apparently, it's
Nice one. By the way, Bishop F3 and instantly played Knight C4. Wei is finding all the precise moves and the right way to equalize here.
Ooh. Absolutely. And now Bishop G4 feels like a very natural move. I also like Queen D4 considering all the calculations and, after C5, Queen D5 and all of that. Bit hard to calculate all of this, I have to say, because there's also Bishop F6, which also takes the Bishop on F4 as well. So you have to be super careful.
Go here. And then takes here and then King B5 by King B1 and then the King is weak and this is a bit loose and this is... Maza aa jayega.
But I feel it's a bit rash to start off this.
Oh, wait, who plays it? Let's go.
Wow.
Did he play Queen D4?
Yes. He didn't release it for a long while.
He's here to play for a win. Let's go. Massive respect.
Wei will now play his king to B7 and stop the queen entry. That's my feeling.
Come on, Wei. Peace sack. Let's go.
Wait, don't I have Bishop G4 after that? And I just kick your queen somewhere?
Oh, he goes Bishop F6.
He plays Bishop 6.
Let's go, guys. The game is getting super exciting because the queen can no longer defend the bishop, which means that the white queen has to go in. Or, Esipenko can go BG4 and kind of...
I think this is a crucial moment of the game. Yeah? Do we have a dull draw? Do we have absolutely stunning moves for the next 5 moves coming up? Sahaj bhai, kya lag raha hai?
So I see a possibility of a repetition very quickly after Queen takes A7, Queen A7, Queen takes F4, King B1.
Yeah.
And I see some chances where if Black goes Knight E5, for example, so I'm guarding the C6 pawn and the G4 square. Now I think White just has to give checks. There is no other way. There is no way.
Oh, but where there is a will, there is a way. Sahaj
Draw
bhai,
is the way.
As white also, you might feel there's something. As black, you might feel there's something. In practicality, maybe they make a mistake. Who knows? And is he about to go play Queen A7?
Bhai, खेल रहा है. Arey, no, what? Queen C4?
Queen C4.
Oh, that was a very interesting idea.
In that sense, I feel he should have just gone Bishop G4 immediately.
And he should have just the queen back.
Yeah, but I think Bishop G4 immediately would have been a much better endgame structure for Esipenko.
Now that B2 pawn is a bit loose, right? I mean, rook B8 and suddenly...
See, now Black doesn't have to go Queen G4. Black can play Queen E6.
Ah.
So if you take a capture back with the rook...
Queen E6 is a very good move. Because if you do anything else, let's say Queen G4, then this and this both are hanging.
Oh, right. Maybe I can play rook e4 though to target your g4 pawn perhaps, but still I feel I stand with your point here.
Okay, bg4 and then you're saying queen e6, but now this is a pin, right? So can I go and snatch this pawn? Ooh.
That's what happened. Oh. The golden pawn strikes again, Sahil bhai.
Guys, black to play. What do you do here? Very tough move actually, but you can get it. There is black wins here totally. if Esipenko is careless and goes for the d6 pawn, he can lose this game. Sorry? Bishop? Very good. Well done. What's your name? Onustup. Onustup, check. Well done. F5. And you win this game because the pin is broken. So in this position, it's very important to actually jut se queen le lo, bhai.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the difference between taking on g4 and playing queen e6 is very simple. I don't want to allow you to go hg4, and I don't want to give you control of the h file, which makes perfect sense. So now bishop e6 is pretty much forced by white. And rook takes e6 and black is slightly better in the endgame.
भाई ये ऐसे position में तो वही बहुत dangerous है. He also beat Arjun in a similar kind of rook and bishop endgame. So be very, very careful of this guy. He is like this silent assassin. Queen e6.
But okay, I love Esipenko Wei games. Every single game has been a treat. Yeah, कुछ भी चल रहा है, कुछ भी हो सकता है. You never know what happens. And then the other one guy has to find only moves to save the game. So this one also, yeah, crazy.
Yeah, and by the way, going quickly to Nodirbek Yakubboev versus Sindarov. Guys, look at the move that Yakubboev played. He went queen d4, eyeing the rook on h8, wanting to sneaky move, make the move e6. Knight g7, well played here by Sindarov, because if you play e6 now, then I can take fe6 and defend my knight.
Beautifully shown. Beautifully. And also, if you don't play e6, then black can just go knight e6 or knight f5 and just kick your queen away. Maybe I will like knight f5 more, I don't know, because I need a square for my bishop. But I think both of them look super strong.
So knight f5 and bishop e6. And then would you maybe even think of long castling here, if possible?
You know, it's very interesting. It's the first round of the tiebreak, and yet both players from the black side are looking really good.
Yes.
Their advantage from the white side has completely diminished.
Guys, black seems like the new white, these days. Like the number of games black is winning is becoming quite alarming for me somehow.
Yeah, and now I think an important decision, right? What do you do with the bishop on b4 as well? I think bishop c5 is a free tempo, feels very tempting to attack that queen on d4. The queen might have to come back again. Or do you move to f4? Where do you go with the queen?
He goes bishop c5, yes. And queen immediately.
Looks like he wants to play queen f4, but I would say queen d2 is a more sort of safer approach here. Get the queen back. At least you have b4 as a nice tempo in the position. You can put your knight on d4 at some stage later on, push f4. That looks like a nice setup, I think, for white.
He comes back. He comes back to d2. Very, very even fight here. Going quickly back to the game of Andrei Esipenko and Wei. We did see bishop e6, rook e6, rook h e1, and Wei pushed his pawn to d5. Realistically, guys, do you think like any chances here for black to push?
Yeah, I think only black has chances to push.
Why do you say so? Can you explain it properly?
Black has a better pawn structure, black has more space, black has more active rooks.
Why do you say black has better pawn structure when both sides have double pawns, and in fact black is the one who has the isolated pawn here?
So that isolated pawn would be like a good sort of counter argument if it can be attacked. So a weakness is a weakness if it can be attacked. The pawn on a6 is completely out of the picture for everybody else. And I think this space is a very, very big factor here. My plan is very simple. I want to play rook e6 and rook e8, and I want to take control of the e file. I'm sort of enticing you to take on e6.
If I take, you will take with the pawn?
Exactly. Sort of conjoining my pawn structure, gaining more control of the center, trying to push e5, c5, and maybe looking for that push with d4 at a later stage.
Nice.
And white just has to sit and wait.
Yeah, I don't like that pawn, b2, c3 complex, that pawn chain attacking by the bishop. You have to first play king d2 to even play b3, otherwise c3 falls. And as you mentioned, space for black, his king can literally walk up to b5 without any pressure whatsoever. And white has to be very cautious about what he does.
So we are looking at this typical way like small edge for black, where if you are not careful for the next few moves, he takes on e6, Sahaj bhai, your structure has come.
Definitely, I think Wei is more comfortable here.
And now, how do we take advantage of this? Do we go e5? I want to go c5, but the pawn is hanging.
Maybe let's not touch any of the pawns and let's just focus on king activity, rook activity first. Because when pawns are pushed, we cannot, take them back anymore. So king d7, maybe rook f8, putting the rook on a sort of a semi-open file. And once all the pawns are committed from the white side, then we can push e5. C5.
But imagine this position. g4, king d6, f3, rook f8. Maybe I'm just making random moves. e5, a3, c5. And this is the dream, yeah? You want to get d4 next.
Yeah,
But Sajbhai, if you
g6, bishop g7, something like that.
if you don't play e5 now, won't white just play f4 and stop e5?
I think pushing f4 probably is not the best idea for white because it's a pawn on a dark square. And black's bishop can control that pawn much easier. So I can go bishop e7, bishop d6. I can put my rook on f8. And then I'm just setting myself up for a potential g5 breakthrough. And that is going to be very, very risky. So white has to be super careful to not fix pawns on a dark square here.
Okay, important
Also, it's a...
decision. Genuine question.
set me up.
Genuine question.
You
Genuine
were
question.
setting me up.
Genuine question.
Well,
Should've said F3,
guys,
no?
all the people out here know this thing that Sahaj Bhai loves the F pawn not to be moved because he calls it the golden pawn and he always says, touch it at your own peril. Don't go and start moving it. So very cool that every time we are looking at F pawn moves, they are becoming like not that great ideas.
In the positional sense, yes, but when it comes to dynamic situations, like for example, in many Shevchenko positions, like Levenfish attack is another one of them, where f4 is a really nice attacking move, then it makes sense. But positionally, like in such situations, usually not.
By the way, Sharath Verse has asked a question online, why is black better here as there are many dark square weaknesses?
Weakness is a weakness if it can be attacked. So which dark square is the one in question? I'm guessing the c5 square?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not really. I can kick it away so easily with rook b8, rook b5, or bishop e7. So many different ideas to just kick this bishop away. And once I fix my bishop on d6, then there are no weakness in black's camp anymore. Nothing.
Okay, so this one looking slightly better for Wei, guys. Going to Nordirbek Yakubboev versus Sindarov, we have a few moves that were played. There was bishop g4, knight came to a4, bishop dropped back, he took, played his queen up to attack the pawn, bishop takes, and b5.
Yeah, I think Sindarov is taking this one. I'm gonna call it. Sindarov takes this one for me.
But why?
Yeah.
Well, firstly, because it's bishop versus knight, there's a very preferable imbalance here for black because black's that pawn on e5 is a huge target. I can play knight f5, knight e6 at any point I want. White's bishop on f3 right now is more of a big pawn. I don't see many uses for it unless white can push e4 successfully and open up the center. But you have to be careful because the moment you push e4, I have rook a4.
Oh, tricky.
Nice
so
one.
You have to be a bit careful here before you push something like e4.
Also, like you can go knight e6 and d4.
Exactly. Oh, that's even better. Look at him. He plays bishop d1 guarding the a4 square. He sees the plan.
He's actually going e4 now. Maybe that's his plan.
That's another very, very good plan, yeah?
e4 and also f4, e4, f5. So Nordirbek Yakubboev trying to mobilize his strength in the position. That is the central pawns, while Sindarov has to try and hold them and start pushing his pawns, which are on the queen side, that are his majority.
For sure. So knight f5, short castle looks like a very, very nice,
Oh, he castles
goes castle first. I think the move order hardly matters unless white is going to go bishop c2. Then you cannot play knight f5 anymore.
Yeah.
And
played.
Ooh.
Stops knight f5 now. And guys, this is also a very even battle here. Very quickly heading over to Andrei Esipenko. Bhai, ye Wei ne jo move kiya na, I'm an insane fan of him because Engine was shouting the move a5 in this position. And I was saying to myself, no way he plays a5 because, it weakens the pawn, fixes it on the dark square, and he plays it.
This is some I don't know, elite super GM understanding right there to play a5 in this position, because that pawn is on a dark square. As soon as you play a4, there is always going to be a threat of bishop b6. However, I think he's thinking 2-3 steps ahead. White did respond with a4 here, Sagar bhai.
By the way, bishop b6, just for our viewers to understand, doesn't win a pawn just yet because of rook f8, bishop takes, check, and you win back the f2 pawn.
Wonderful. And this is exactly my point also with a4, that if I think black played king d7 here.
Yes.
And now the point is that anytime white plays bishop b6, you cannot capture on a5 because I will always have rook a8 and I'll capture the a4 pawn. This is some elite understanding right there.
Well, for me, it seems like you have created one more weakness on a5 square by putting a pawn on dark square. But Wei thinks that that pawn is actually well placed.
भाई बार थोड़ा नीचे जा रहा है धीरे धीरे करके. I think Wei is gonna squeeze this one out potentially. And Saj, you mentioned, Sindarov might squeeze that one out. Are you predicting 2 results in round 1?
I still think in this match, Esipenko will hold on. But I think the other match looks way more decisive to me. Like the chances of a result, I mean. But because it's bishop versus knight.
Guys, this still I'm kind of shocked, by this move a5, letting white fix, and it's actually really good. How does one explain it? How do you teach someone to think this way? Because when you say don't put the pawns on the same color as your bishop, or your opponent will come and attack it. I mean, I don't know.
I think it's some to understand the relevance of a move like a5, you need to know a lot of things about endgames. It is a very advanced move, and to understand something like this, I think you need to have foundational knowledge of practical endgames. In some words, a5 I think provokes a4, and it weakens your sort of b2, c2, c3 structure. It is also making sure that white is never going to be able to play b3. So there is that long-term pressure on the queen side, which I think Wei Yi has sort of established here.
Yeah.
I think bishop c5 on the board plays.
He played, yeah. I
thought
thought
very impressive.
And now I think a question, right? So do you kind of trade the bishops with bishop e7? Because you do have the better pawn structure, so ideally I don't want to do that. But I also want to get into that, bishop on c5 and slowly start pushing these pawns.
I like this move, bishop e7. It's a very human move, but Wei is playing like an engine. So I don't think he might do that. Well, he could potentially also think about e5 and king e6 to get his king forward. Possible.
I think you should start slow here. Don't commit anything. Rook b, yeah, exactly. Rook b8.
Kill diya bhai.
Don't allow b3. Don't allow bishop b6. The king on c1 is completely stuck. And now you make improvements. h5, g6, slow moves.
Are we seeing an endgame masterclass here by Wei? It's so good the way he's playing.
It's very much possible, yeah. And if we finish this off in this match, I mean...
With the black pieces, by the way, let's keep in mind, then Esipenko has to push with the black pieces. We know what happens then. You just crumble in most cases.
Yeah, you play the French defense, generally, and then it's trouble time.
Where is Harshit Bhai when you need him, yeah?
By the way, Nodirbek Yakubboev versus Sindarov, the game did go knight e6, and Yakubboev down to 3 minutes 44 seconds. He's a bit low on the clock. He's playing it a bit thoda shaky lag raha hai, Yakubboev here.
And Sindarov looking as calm as a cucumber.
Yeah, just so that you guys know, yesterday Sindarov's family was here. His grandparents were here. His brother is here. That maybe gives him a lot of confidence, to have all of the people come in here. One of the reasons why you call them here is not just because you need support, but because, reaching here gives you a very serious prize money. And I think then you are like, okay, I can invest in getting them here. It's a practical decision as well. Queen c3.
It's also pressure, yeah? Your family is watching you, they've come here to see you win. So sometimes it can also go the other way.
Bhai Sahil bhai, I think some people feel it pressure, some people get inspired. Yeah, what do you feel when your family is watching?
Usually they are never watching. They are like, bhai, blunder hi karna hai, to bhai hame kya dekhna. But yeah, for sure. I think it can go either way.
Up? Sahaj bhai?
No, I think my mom always traveled with me when I was sort of shooting for the GM title. I mean, throughout my entire life, and that was a huge sort of reason for why I am where I am. Without her, it would not be possible.
I understand her contribution, but would you feel motivated or pressure when she would be watching the games?
Yes.
Both.
Yes. A bit of both, yes. But I think that pressure is a good thing because you feel like you're playing for something, not just you feel like you're playing for that smile, yeah, that your parents feel when you play a good game. At least that was a driving factor for me for many, many years.
Wow, that's amazing. Can we have those two boards view, Director Saab, here on our screen? Yes. And guys, look at this. On the top, we have this position with black endgame, knight against bishop. On the bottom one, we have this bishop endgame. In both cases, black is slightly better.
Yeah, and in the one above, black is much better because he just pushed the golden pawn. And in the bottom one, the golden pawn is right there. So he has very good chances to save the game. What do you think?
But I love the fact that White King is on B1. Now it's moving away from the center. I think Wei has also pushed E5. I get a feeling that I think this is gone. I feel Wei is going to win this one.
Gone, direct gone hi ho gaya.
I think this is over. I think Wei wins this comfortably now.
I think Sahil Bhai has this intuition, and we all have this trauma of how Wei actually beat Arjun with this very small edge in the Petrov. And I think this one looks even more serious than that one, yeah?
Yeah.
It's very interesting to me also that Wei has continuously played Petrov over and over and over again. I mean, this is also, I feel, a part of Chinese chess school, yeah? Because they are known for sort of playing one opening. Like, for example, Ding Liren used to only play King's Indian until he reached 2750, something like that. I remember I was playing against him in the World Juniors, and I knew he was going to play King's Indian. I could predict his first 10 moves, didn't change a thing. Because he just understood those structures way better than me. And I think that applies to majority of the Chinese, at least the stronger ones, where they play one opening which they just know so much better than everybody else. It's like you can play your best chess and the best you can get out of it is a draw.
I think the Petrov fans are such that they prepare so well and the opening is so solid that if whoever tries even to push there, they're like, okay, come with all that you have. We are well prepared. We don't care. I see Jan Nepomniachtchi also doing the same. He plays the Petrov. No matter what you do against him, he's well prepared.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Petrov played in multiple world championships as well, so always a nice opening to play with black. Meanwhile, no moves just yet. I think we're reaching that phase जहाँ पे time थोड़ा कम हो रहा है. 3 minute, 4 minute clock के ऊपर we could see even more mistakes from either player. Okay, how many results, Saga bhai?
I think both black side may take this, although for the other game, Yakubboev is someone who was...
Yakubboev is having a minute on the clock.
Oh, let's go there. Let's go to Yakubboev game. The knight is on c4, although I was a bit surprised that he didn't take this knight and say, bhai, chalo, rook end game khelte hai here. Maybe it would be nicer, yeah, to do this, but...
nothing about this end game is nice.
because after takes, there's b4, and this majority...
Rook 8. I mean, you also have that e4 square as an outpost. Black is just cruising.
Wow.
White just has to defend for a very long time. But yeah, having the knight doesn't feel amazing either.
Guys, look at Sindarov's knight. Can we zoom in on the board? It's one of those rare cases when we see the knight facing backwards on c4.
Okay, he goes for the bishop. Bishop b3. Wow. Do you do that actually, where you put the knight backwards?
Never I have done. I always look front.
For me, knights always face each other.
Yeah, for me as well. Like backwards is very rare.
Backward is only one player I have seen doing. Nihal Sarin. He always plays like knight f3 looking backwards. f6 played here by black. Jawokir trying to play on all sides of the board.
But having a minute on the clock, so he has to move really, really quickly. I think he's going for bishop takes c4, but he's hesitating a bit.
So pawn takes would happen here.
Then b3 looks interesting. Some activity, some hope.
So take. Maybe you want to take on f6 first or directly?
Oh, he goes he took on f6 first. Rook takes f6 happens, and then he takes on c4. Now B takes C4, I think.
And B3 may be very important move here because then you kind of simplify the position and attack the B7 pawn.
This is a serious problem for Yakubboev, I have to admit.
Maybe
47 seconds.
Rook D4 as well, like maybe just kind of preparing E4 long term.
I think it's a great plan, but firstly, I can play Rook E6 to just guard the E4 square. Secondly, you have to also be careful of some ideas like C3 at some point. Maybe not immediately, but at some point.
Well, he goes Rook E6,
and
he's
Rook
stopping.
E8 is also happening.
Wow. Rook C. Oh, the bar just went down.
Oh, that's a big error, guys. Rook E4 was a very strong move, but now this is looking bad for Yakubboev. Look at this structure, the diamond structure.
Oof. Yeah, I think this is looking very difficult for Yakubboev to save. He goes Rook C3, side defense, and now King F6 perhaps.
And where do you want to bring your king? Like
F5.
this? Ah, you're getting him here.
Oh, actually that also makes sense.
I
Then
love
C5,
this,
yeah?
and then C5 and maybe D4 coming in.
It's like you are spoiled for choices. White just has to wait and do nothing.
Okay, so this is looking really good for Sindarov. Going back to the Esipenko Wei game. So after King A2, Rook E8, and we reach this position where White is fighting hard.
No, looks like White is going to be okay here. I'm not too worried about this position, especially because Esipenko's time is amazing. The time management has improved a lot. And let's not forget, the moment the rooks get exchanged in this position, it only helps Esipenko. Because then that threat of Bishop B6 is very much alive.
Okay, but now just takes on E4, yeah?
Yeah,
Black's pawns are getting kind of split.
But Sahil bhai, I take here and now you can't take on E4 because this is just a winning endgame.
Wow, wait, that's very surprising.
No, I mean, it's tough, yeah? If you try to come back with your king, now Bishop F4, I stop you.
Bishop F4 is sneaky. But wait, can I not go Bishop E3 first then?
You mean in this position after Rook E4, D4?
Bishop E3 first?
Bishop E3 to get it here. And now this very crazy move, guys. Black to play. Anyone wants to try here.
Oh.
Very cool move. You,
Yes.
Wow.
Great job by G5.
How? That was surprisingly very quick. Like I have to say, well done.
Bishop F4 is the idea. And if you take Bishop F2, bhai, how strong are you?
For sure, yeah. For sure, I knew immediately. Yeah.
Bhai, what is your second name? Oh, nice. Amazing, guys. We are so glad to have you here. A very strong 2200 rated player here. Kya baat hai?
Ooh, by the way, completely lost for Yakubboev now. -3.
But bhai, it's a rook end game. Anything can happen here. Although opponent has 5 minutes.
He has all the time to think about everything that can happen. But King E7 I see as a potential move, but can I not go E4 there? Wait, that's a mistake. H5 was a mistake here.
Yeah, H5 I think gives an opportunity to play B3, which I think Sindarov...
Who is playing it?
He's going to go for B3.
Yakubboev should take it. He plays it.
Wow.
Goes for it.
Good move.
Nice.
Some chances, some hopes for White.
Sagar bhai looking super happy after that B3 move.
Bhai, that's the white shirt talking. Bhai, that's the luck he needs, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. And also, like, you know, those who have just gotten married, like, they know how to survive under pressure. Bhai, he will do it. Yeah.
The best kind of pressure. Let's go.
Sahaj bhai and Sahil bhai still have not been married, so they have no idea.
No. I mean, one of us, you never know, yeah?
Acha.
Mark your calendars, everyone.
I didn't know. Sorry, Sajwa, I didn't know, yeah? You didn't tell me.
I have a picture which I can show right here if you want.
Arre bhai.
यहीं पे reveal करते हैं भाई. What do you say, Sahil?
By the way, if we switch games very quickly,
okay.
A slight error by Esipenko again, and Black has a golden opportunity to play Bishop D6. Why is it so strong?
Bishop D6 take. I think in all these end games, like after King D6, FE4.
Doesn't play it, he goes Bishop F4.
This is very strong, yeah. He goes back.
Very hard to assess this position as winning for Black. I must admit. Okay, now it's okay, looking equal again. But the question is, if he goes Bishop E5, will he repeat with Rook E3 and give him that golden chance to play Bishop D6?
Oh, you shouldn't, yeah. I think if you see it, you shouldn't do that.
For sure not. For now, Wei thinking. And by the way, Yakubboev under 30 seconds.
Okay, Yakubboev here takes on g5, king g5. Rook can now swing over to the f file. That could be potentially a very dangerous idea for Yakubboev to deal with. He takes on c4. Not so great. B takes, I believe.
Yeah, that feels the most logical. Although dc4, I see engine recommends dc4 as a much better move, but I would never play that.
dc4 keeps your passers alive here. Eventually, black wants to create two passed pawns by pushing his pawns.
You know, remove the e3 pawn for white. White resigns. Yeah, black ke 3 connected pass pawns will storm down the board. So white has to be very, very accurate. Also, rook f8, you need that rook f4 resource. So the rook cannot move from d4.
Rook f4 is a great point there. But the question still remains, do I take with the b pawn or the d pawn? They both feel okay now, actually.
I would take with the b pawn because I get rook b8 as an option. I don't get rook d8 as an option if you're taking with the d pawn.
No, I feel that just d takes c4 now makes more sense because when you're playing for a win, you want more imbalances on the board.
Oh, he gives a check first.
Abhi nahi decide karna.
First check, king has to move backwards or block with the rook.
Just block with the rook, I think that's the best.
By blocking ke baad, I can take on c4. Now your rook is not activated. So maybe a very good decision, yeah, by...
Nice.
Intermezzos.
And look at his time. He's down to 19 seconds. 18.
Come on.
Bhai, Yakubboev play. Now. 14, 13. He's so confused. King g2 played.
And now d takes c4 is a very clear better move in comparison
to
the
we have a draw in Wei versus Esipenko. That's a huge result for Esipenko. Bhai, I thought Wei would just crush it there in that position. But
and he did repeat, by the way. He had another chance to play bishop d6.
Wow.
Very interesting.
The way is just too solid, I feel. I mean, he knows that going into the next round, he has white pieces, much better chances to play for a win. So
next game there is going to be a knockout. And now this game, yeah? Will black convert?
Yeah, I think Sindarov is also burning a lot of his time now, down to 2 minutes, 40 seconds. Guys, do you take with the D or the B pawn? Think about it.
And D pawn it is.
Oh, he takes it. That's the best move. Wow.
And now I think Yakubboev is in serious trouble.
Oh, he goes A4.
Blunder, yeah?
And the thing is, if you play rook A8, sorry, not B8, rook A8, he finds it.
Wow.
You force him to take on B5 and then you get two passers.
Takes. And I think an important thing is if you play rook D5 check, I have rook F5.
But first a check. Look at this. He first gives a check. And Sahaj Bhai's very important point here is after CB, rook D5, you need to have rook F5 to defend the pawn laterally.
Yeah, I think Sindarov is taking this. Easy.
Also, King SC, there was rook F2, yeah? Check, forcing by, mating by force.
Wow, that's a great
I feel like when you have a position like this with 3 minutes more than your opponent, you are bound to convert.
E4 played, yeah?
Oh, he plays pawn to E4.
Threatening rook D5 check. Now, what's the move?
Rook B2 by. Just defend this pawn.
King G4.
King G4, E5 check by. King H3 and then find the better move out of the two. They are both winning. What's the better one?
Do you take the rook, guys?
You know, as soon as
2200 rated must not answer, yes. Rook H4 is a checkmate.
You know, Sagar bhai, as soon as you asked the question, your mouse went from D4 to H4. I saw it. It's like instinctively you know what the best move is.
I don't know. I just think right now, I'm a bit upset that Nadirbek Yakubboev is going to lose this.
Yeah, it is. I mean, but still he has another chance to sort of come back. So he has the white pieces. Sorry, the black pieces.
Can we go full screen? I think final few moments.
Full screen.
Check played. Where does the king go now?
And king G6.
Okay. Rook E5. Oh, rook C. Oh, that's bad. Passive defense never works. Rook F2. Rooks belong on 7th rank. Let's go.
Bhai, maybe.
What rook B5 maybe?
If you go here, yes, exactly. That's just what white wants.
I fell for it so easily.
But that was great spot by you. I don't think Sindarov falls for it. He goes rook C6. A great move. Up push karenge.
E5, I think, looks logical to have rook D6 check as a threat.
Oh, nice. So rook D6 is a threat. So
king
if
F5?
Oh, he goes
plays C3
clinical. Clinical. He's too
Check,
good.
Takes.
And B4.
B4, D7.
And then rook.
Oh, he picked up the
Oh,
queen.
he got the queen. He knows.
ले लिया उसने रानी को.
Yeah, this is, I feel, completely over.
Yo, this is such
No
psychological
chance.
play. जब भी queen उठाता है ऊपर, you know, it puts you under so much pressure.
Now B4.
And now B4, yeah. He knows he's winning. His body language just completely gives it away.
Guys, everyone was kind of sure that Jawokir Sindarov is the favorite today. I was kind of trying to be like, okay, maybe Yakubboev has a chance, you know, and because he's a strong player himself, he's beaten Nodirbek in the Qatar Masters playoffs, tiebreaks. But today, Sindarov just showing that he has such great control on his nerves. C2.
Yeah, threatening rook B1.
Too good.
And I think it's GG,
Over,
yeah?
Game over,
It's
guys.
GG.
White has to resign King F2. There's Rook B1.
There
and
it
he
is.
resigns.
Wow.
क्या खेला है भाई? क्या खेला है? Too good. Sindarov showing his class here, putting his 1 foot into the candidates already. That's amazing.
And with a 95% accuracy in a rapid game with the black pieces is commendable.
Too good.
Wow.
Too good. And guys, while the players are just signing their score sheets and everything, and the black player, the players who are black will now have white pieces. You can see Yakubboev, they're sitting there just trying to understand like what went wrong.
And कितना मुश्किल है यार now. You know, I know he has another opportunity for the third place match, but now he has to win with the black pieces against a player he knows is very, very strong. It's going to take some incredible mindset, yeah, to kind of come back now.
Incredible nerves. Incredible nerves. I think this is going to be very, very difficult to come back from.
Guys, while we are here, just to let you know that, you know, you can support this stream by some of the amazing... Oh, by the way, you can... Tanya was saying yesterday was the last day.
Today is the last day.
Today is the last day.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can go premium on chess.com. There's 1 month free membership by clicking in the links in the description. You can get ChessBase'26 and Mega 26, which is recently launched. You can also contribute on Help Chess. I see Vaibhav Pathak has contributed a couple of days ago. Do check it out on helpchess.org. And guys, should we take a very short break? And on the other side, the very important game for Yakubboev to come back, and who knows, Wei will try to press with the white pieces against Esipenko.
Hi everyone, I hope you are enjoying the coverage of the FIDE World Cup 2025 in Goa, India. Look at the beautiful place I am in right now. While we are on this break, I want to tell you that ChessBase has just launched the ChessBase version, the newest version, ChessBase'26 and Mega 26, Mega Database 2026 on 12th of November. Earlier, ChessBase used to launch a version every 2 years, but now starting from this year, it will be launched every year just like Mega Database. Hence, from ChessBase 18, we have now launched to ChessBase 26, then it will happen ChessBase 27 and so on. Mega Database is world's largest chess database and has more than 11.7 million games and 114,000 annotated games. What are the newest features in ChessBase 26? Well, here's a short video for you to know all about it.
ChessBase'26 is here, starting with the enhanced opening report. Rating-based statistics for your favorite openings, instructive tactical training built right in, the history of each opening, its pioneers, and a fashion chart showing popularity over time. Then we have the Monte Carlo analysis, simulating thousands of games, defining practical chances and typical maneuvers. Also, new detection of duplicate games, AI description of plans, real-time ray tracing, and more. ChessBase'26. Expand your chess horizon.
In December, the world turns to Doha, Qatar for chess at its fastest and fiercest. The 2025 FIDE World Rapid and Blitz Championships bring the globe's elite to battle under lightning time controls. December 26th to December 30th, Rapid and Blitz formats designed to reward precision, courage, and creativity. In the heart of the Middle East, Doha offers more than a board, a world-class venue, a cultural backdrop, and a stage worthy of legends. With a €1 million prize fund on the line and the title of world champion at stake. The 2025 FIDE World Rapid and Blitz Championships, the ultimate test of fast chess.
Want to play chess but don't know how to get started? Try chess.com. Play for free against someone at your level or challenge one of our friendly computer bots. Trying to improve your chess? Learn the Queen's Gambit and other openings with guided interactive lessons. Like chess but don't want the pressure of playing games? Chess.com has hundreds of thousands of fun puzzles to help you relax and sharpen your mind. Play your friends, make new ones around the world, follow the latest games, and more. Sign up and play for free at chess.com today. A premium membership at chess.com will help you improve your game with full access to a powerful set of learning tools. Unlimited tactics let you practice like a master with more than 50,000 puzzles to challenge you at every level. Our library of interactive chess lessons, created by master coaches, will enhance every aspect of your game. And after each game you play, the computer analysis feature will give you feedback on every move you play, turning every game into a chance to learn. And that's not all. Premium benefits also include unlimited tournaments, video lessons, the Opening Explorer, and much, much more. Upgrade now to take your game to the next level.
And welcome back, everyone. I have with me Amruta Mukul and Harshit Raja. क्या बात है भाई?
Go, I mean.
अयो भाई.
बहुत ही वीक हो गया है सागर तू. क्या हुआ?
One more week here and I will be almost dead. This tournament is so long. Bhai, 3 weeks here, almost 22 days spent. 23?
It's been more than 23 days actually, because we came here on the 30th. Today is the
23rd of November. And
actually, the one who will not be exhausted or feel that this is monotonous, I mean, that guy should really get a trophy, yeah?
Amruta was saying today that she loves the breakfast so much. There are so many dishes, but she's eaten now everything once, I think, no? Almost.
No, I eat only 2 things. Onion, tomato dosa and poha. That's
and
it.
I've only eaten breakfast once.
In 23 days, yeah?
Yeah.
But guys, the chance for all these players to have a good breakfast
in Cyprus,
yes, is going to be had by 3 out of the 4 players. One of them will not get it. And right now, it looks like Nadirbek Yakubboev is in big trouble.
Yeah, I think Sindarov
Must
win with black. Sindarov is just 1 draw away from reaching the finals, but more importantly, qualifying for the candidates, which is the main purpose of this event.
And I think, Amruta, Harshit bhai, correct me if I'm wrong, Sindarov qualifying to the candidates is not going to reduce the strength of the candidate. I think he's right up there with the best in the world.
No, absolutely. Like, we all remember in the freestyle how he chose, like how he played with Nakamura, and that was...
And beat him.
Exactly. That was epic completely. And here he was so calm in the last game. Matlab, jeet raha hai. Normally people get nervous, they are so fidgety, but he was super control over his nerves.
And he has the fire. He has the fire and the determination to prove to everyone that he belongs at the top level chess. And I think this fire can sometimes compensate for the 20-30 points that he's lower rated than the top players.
Ooh, so can Yakubboev be the fire extinguisher is the question.
Can Yakubboev turn this around? He hadn't lost a single game until this point in the tournament. So this would be a completely new territory for him to make a comeback from 1 point down. I think it will be very, very difficult. We see, by the way, a beautiful view in the hall. We have 2 boards on the podium, 2 chairs with the arbiters sitting there. 2 of India's like very, very experienced arbiters who are there.
Imagine having that seat. That seat is worth a lot. Getting to see the top 4, the only 4 remaining players in the World Cup
from such a close angle.
That's true, but also it's like a judge, in a court kind of a thing. If any controversy happens, then you have to be responsible for an important decision. So, exactly. We should try that sometime, like me and Sagar, and then you are sitting like that, Harshit bhai.
तुम खेल रहे हो या क्या कर रहे हो?
No, we'll just be fighting, bhai.
We'll be fighting, of course, on the board, off the board, that we don't
Actually,
know.
I was thinking, imagine when there are these football matches, like these La Liga matches between, let's say, like Barca and Madrid, the referees must be enjoying so much. Of course, they have so much pressure, but imagine you are running behind Messi and then Ronaldo is running on the other side. I mean, insane.
I mean, they need also stamina, right, to keep running.
I think it's easier to run than to keep seeing somebody running.
What?
No?
I don't know,
Easier to run than to see someone running.
I mean, you are active, right? You're doing something. Somehow, like, just sitting is more tiring sometimes,
Yeah, I generally love being like going out, like being outdoors.
Exactly. Every evening and night you're outdoors. Kal kahan the aap?
Okay. Harshit bhai was preparing for his master class today.
Yeah.
You missed it, Amruta. He showed an incredible
I know.
game.
Let's ask the chat with whom did Harshit bhai play and that game. I mean, बहुत बढ़िया लगा मुझे idea.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I think people really appreciated it. We had like around few people here who answered. We also had a winner from Australia who got the attack like a super GM by Gukesh. And then we also had around 700 people online who were answering. So very cool.
You enjoyed it? Will
Yeah,
you
I
do
loved
more
it.
of it, Harshit bhai?
I think I'm someone who can naturally, like, prepare. I mean, I don't have to prepare a lot. I can just go with the flow and explain the game. So I really enjoy it, actually,
Wow.
especially if people are engaging.
People loved the stream. Fantastic stream, they said. And Gukesh, yes, they have found it. सहज भाई जाने से पहले बोल के गए कि अति सुंदरव जीतेगा. So Ati means a lot in Marathi and Sundar means beautiful. So yeah.
And do we have the bracket ones just to see what these players have done in order to reach here at some point? To have that would be amazing. But Wei has taken his chair right now, playing with the white pieces. He had a small edge with the black pieces in the last game, but here he is going to go for the kill. If he wins, bhai, it's possible that we will know the two finalists right here in this game.
In 30 minutes from now. Or
You
45.
mean no game can go to the next segment, yeah?
It's possible.
Wow. That would be the first time if that happens, because until now we have had 10 plus 10 and yeah.
By the way, guys, I want to ask you, whose path to the semis has been most, or if they reach finals, has been the most impressive? So Sindarov got round 1 bye, then beat Nikita Petrov, Nicolas Theodoru, Yu Yangi, Frederick Swaner, and Jose Martinez. We have Nodirbek Yakubboev, who beat Nicholas Hushenbeth, Thaidai Wan, Pranav V, Gabriel Sargsyan, and Alexander Donchenko. Out of these two,
I think Sindarov had a very difficult path. I mean, of course, both of them did, but playing against someone like Yu Yangi, who is so experienced, and defeating him, I think that's very, very impressive. But out of everyone, I think Esipenko and Wei, these two semi-finalists have just been on a roll. Esipenko defeated Vincent Keimer, one of the big favorites to qualify for the candidates, and Wei defeated Arjun,
Parham Maksudlu, and Sam Savian.
Yeah, I mean,
what a performance by Wei. And Andrei Esipenko, apart from Vincent Keimer, beat Alexei Grebnev, Sam Shankland, Idani Poya, Nijat Abaso. So, great performance by him as well.
And here we see the handshake between the two Uzbeki players as they are about to take their seats. And Esipenko comes in the frame here.
Oh, with a smile, actually. That's very cool to see.
Maybe we can go full screen. As the players are going to, here we see.
Whenever they handshake, actually, that is a very critical moment for a photographer. Like, he doesn't want to miss that.
Right.
And Esipenko adjusting his pieces. Are we expecting E4 from Wei or D4?
E4, bhai.
E4? Mm-hmm.
And what about Yakubboev?
Yeah.
He is
No,
playing
Sindarov
with
is
the
white.
black pieces. Okay.
Sindarov is white, so I think Sindarov will also go
D4.
for E4.
No,
Let's
he will
have
go
a
for
look.
D4, no?
D4, you think?
I want to see Yakubboev's kind of intensity here. He's in a must-win game, guys. Can we have Nodirbek Yakubboev? There we.
This might be his highest pressure moment in his whole chess career.
Ooh, look at this angle that our producer Bhai has given us. Both the boards with the cameras.
And
the lift off is
very, very difficult for Yakubboev to play with black. Sindarov has the white pieces. Not going to be easy. Meanwhile, Wei and Esipenko both had a draw in round 1. And
If you look at the body language of Wei and Esipenko, it feels like it will go to a draw just based on the body language. And if Yakubboev makes a comeback, मजा आ जाएगा यार क्योंकि 10+10 between
very
these
fun.
two Uzbeks.
Guys, do like the stream. This is potentially the final moments of the semifinals here. And my prediction is that both the players on the left will qualify.
You are for the left side. Sagar, what about you?
I come to the left, matlab, only in chess, yeah?
Only in chess.
Huh?
Yes.
Okay.
So here, for me, it was Yakubboev all the way.
And
Let's see if
handshake.
we can make a
Vamos.
E4.
E4 and
Oh.
E4.
C5, my goodness.
Yes, exactly.
Let's
Najdorf.
But normally you want to avoid things like that. But Sindarov is super confident that let's go into this line.
Najdorf,
H3.
let's have the Yakubboev game. Wow.
Hi. Tell
Harshit
me,
bhai.
opening Yakubboev is happy or not? For a must-win situation, this is the best opening
He
you
must
can
be
get.
happy. He has to be happy here. And I would be thinking as Yakubboev to play E6 here. Exactly. To keep the game complex. G4. And now I think he will play knight FD7. I am someone who loves playing this opening with both white and black pieces. Knight FD7.
Arey,
yes, he
Harshit
goes
bhai.
for it.
Crazy,
He goes for
crazy.
it. Exactly. There was a very famous game between David Howell and Magnus Carlsen. A long time back in this opening.
With black was Magnus.
Magnus was black.
And he won?
He won.
And is it converting anything like Keres attack? Like they start with G4 though?
So basically what black wants to do in this position, and white plays G5. Black sometimes plays G5 himself to get control of the E5 square. B5 played here by
And
Yakubboev.
Sindarov goes A3. I mean, this is
No, this is
looking
preparation.
slow, yeah?
Sagar, no.
Yeah, this is definite prep.
Everything, I don't
H4.
know until which point it's going to be preparation. Maybe they have seen Anish's knight, of course. Maybe.
Knight C6. Would you play here?
Yeah, why not?
Knight
Looks like a
C6.
natural
do
move.
you want to exchange one minor piece?
I just want to bring my rook from A8 in the game somehow. There's also an idea for white to go queen to H5, provoke black to play G6 and come back to E2.
Ooh, nice one. Because you don't want the knight takes E6 tactic over there.
Yeah, we have Shady Gupta in the chat who says, do you think semifinalists should have gone all out in classical, considering they will have another chance to qualify for candidates in third place match? Yeah, but somehow, you know, it's much easier to go all out in rapid and blitz than in classical.
Exactly, because there's lesser time to react to a surprise. And knight c6, bishop e3 on the board. I'm expecting rook to c8 to be played by Yakubboev in this position, bringing the rook in the game. And exactly your idea of rook takes c3, this typical exchange sacrifice at some point that black uses to get an imbalance in the position.
So Sindarov actually has gone into this consciously because the line is favorable for white. The Indians like the position for white, but that is not at all important, as we have seen Fedosiev going into -3 for a plus for a must-win situation.
Exactly, very nice point there. Sindarov is banking on his ability to play accurately, even with less time on the clock here. Knight to a5 played.
And you know, he wants to come to this square later on. But guys, there is a very cool move here. I mean, there are many good moves for white to play. But Harshit bhai, can you find something really cool here?
Is it something like a4?
Not a4.
B3 seems crazy. But maybe no, B3.
Harshit bhai, can you find something very spicy over here?
Knight takes B5 is too much. B4.
Well, I think the main point is to
What
use
is interesting, Sagar,
each
that
five
all the
is
moves
one
were
move.
on queen side,
Yeah.
which Harshit was suggesting. So maybe more natural is to play on the queen side, yeah?
But actually the move that I was
H5,
thinking
G6.
was Rook H3. I don't know if it makes sense to you, Harshit Bhai.
No, also H5. You're
It's a
right.
very
Yeah,
typical
H5, Rook
move,
H3.
Rook H3, but somehow I felt more inclined to stop this idea of knight to C4.
But then actually
But
black
B3,
is
no,
back.
B3 I don't like. B3 is very weakening. Can never play B3. Queen H5, but maybe that's too slow. Queen
Let's go to first, like while Sindarov is thinking,
Yeah.
should we quickly
Yes,
check
let's
what's
check
happening
Wei.
with Wei?
They have a plain, simple opening actually.
तो देखना तो पड़ेगा ना अमृता. E4,
I had an
E5,
interesting suggestion.
Italian. B4.
H6, B4. Early B4 there. Knight D2, Bishop B3. Now wanting to jump with the knight to C4. When I was young, I used to love this idea. To go knight C4 and knight E3. And I used to feel like a genius because I didn't have to play rook E1, knight F1. But I could do knight C4, knight E3.
Ooh, and then you used to feel like a genius. उसके बाद क्या हुआ?
उसके
पता
बाद
चला?
I realized that there are better ideas in the position as well.
Ah, I thought you realized that you were not a genius.
No, I am.
You still not realize that?
No, I'm joking. Bishop A7, Bishop E3 played.
And after taking here, we can take with the F pawn, but also with the knight. Opening up the rook can also happen. So many interesting possibilities here going back.
Both the games, whatever Harshit is liking is happening on the board.
हाँ भाई.
क्या ही? आज आपका दिन है.
Harshit Bhai, I mean, great understanding shown in this opening position by him. But Amruta, you had a
Yeah,
suggestion.
I was telling that, I mean, the engine suggests one interesting thing, H5 over here. And if you go Bishop E7, then boom, bam, tod, ford. G6 would be crushing.
Oh, nice. You want to attack that base after H takes G6? What?
What a move.
H takes G6? And after check, if King F8 there is
Guys, what's the move? White to play. You have 5 seconds.
Nice.
5, 4,
Queen
3,
F3 check. Very
Oh,
good.
too good.
Queen
F3 check.
F3.
Hitting the king.
This is a very nice, like, because you missed the backward attacks, yeah, many times. So Queen F3 was cool. But what if King F8? 1 second. Oh,
Then
that
knight E6 check was there. Hitting the queen. And this is just
Amazing,
winning for
amazing.
white.
So yeah, for H5, Bishop E7 normal development is not possible.
But H5, maybe black will continue with Rook C8.
By the way,
And you don't
guys,
want Rook C3 at all.
Yeah, exactly. If black
Yes,
gets to
Sagar.
play
this
Rook
is
C3.
still happening. This can
What?
still work. Take,
Pero
check. And now if you take this Queen F3 still, and if you go King E7,
Bishop
then white to
No
play, guys.
way.
What do you do here? Again, try to think. It's an amazing concept here.
muy bien.
White to play. Bishop. Which bishop by? Bishop G5 is met
Knight
with
F6.
knight F6, blocking.
How can you attack the E6 pawn?
Attack here. This is the weakness.
Queen G4, exactly.
Let's go. No
Wow.
one to defend
And Knight
this.
C5 ko Bishop G5.
Exactly.
This
Exactly,
is-
Amruta.
Oh man, this is so cool if it happens. I mean, it can be missed in a, rapid
But
game.
it's risky. I doubt if Sindarov will go for this. He's taking his time. You can see him taking more than 4.5 minutes in this position.
Actually, I love the fact that Yakubboev has chosen this opening, good or bad. He's definitely going to make Sindarov try, to go all out, and there the mistake can happen.
Yeah.
But I'm very impressed with Sindarov's choice of going E4 in a situation where his opponent has to must win.
Yeah.
Harshit ne bola tha E4 khelega, but I did think he will go D4 and plain.
Well, he played it. And by the way, Giancarlo Esposito says, want to see GM Harshit in World Cup next year. Keep the grind on.
Oh, thanks a lot. That's a very motivating message. Thanks a lot.
And the good news is the World Cup is not going to happen next year. It will happen
In 2 years.
in 2 years. So you have more time, Harshit Bhai,
Yeah.
to really work on your chess. But you will see him in action at the World Rapid and Blitz, where he might take on Magnus Carlsen in round 1. क्या पता पेयरिंग लग जाए भाई. राउंड 1 बोला ना इसके लिए.
तो भाई
लास्ट राउंड नहीं बोला मैंने.
बिलीव ही नहीं है सागर तुम्हारा हर्षित भाई पे आज
वो भी
ऐसा
हो सकता
मास्टर
है.
क्लास किया गुकेश के साथ वाला.
Even in last round it can happen, but first round तो हो ही सकता है.
it would require Magnus to have a really bad tournament for that to happen.
नहीं भाई, you can be on board 1. Let's go. Knight A5 and now black.
I have a question over
Sindarov
here.
has thought for 6 minutes.
That's the question.
Because he's trying to calculate these lines, H5, G6 I believe.
And you know, to be very honest with you, if I was Sindarov here, or Sindarov's coach, I would be like, if your opponent plays Sicilian, play Alapin. Just keep it simple.
I know. Why did he play this? I mean, Sindarov, some players just can't kind of play dull chess.
Exactly. And we've seen Jose Martinez use this idea of Alapin when he was already leading in the match very successfully. Sindarov, on the contrary, shows his fighting spirit, wants to be ambitious in the second game as well.
This can backfire. And we have some very good suggestion for Karthik Kamath in our chat. Says next year is Football World Cup, Harshit bhai. Maybe you can play that.
But I definitely want to go. I've never seen a World Cup game, and it's going to happen
You
in the
love
US.
football so much, and you have
Where
not
will
seen
you go, bhai?
anything in-
Harshit bhai, where is it happening?
It's happening in the US. The whole
Acha.
tournament is
Where
happening
in
the
US?
US. I mean, in many cities.
Wow. Amazing. Like this World Cup, many people have come to watch it. Harshit bhai will go as a fan. And
Absolutely.
Will be in the
You know
fan.
what can be very interesting is if they start making World Cup for all the sports, like how Olympics is, right? So World Cup. So basically all sports at the
All
same.
sports World Cup together.
Yeah.
That's actually
That's
Like
interesting idea, Amruta.
Harshit is like, wow, Amruta, finally an interesting idea. After a long time.
But look at the long time Sindarov is thinking 8 minutes.
Let's go to Wei game,
Yes.
yeah? While he's thinking for a bit, Wei has done something that Harshit used to consider himself as a genius when he was young. He moves his knight to E3, but also moves his rook to E1 and Queen D7. Guys, do you think like White's position is really very good here?
I like it. Like, I like that my knight is on E3 because whenever you take my bishop on B3, I'm ready to jump with my knight to F5. I like this.
Also, knight to D5 can come in at some point,
point.
and that knight is difficult to sort of kick out.
Then what are the plans for black over here?
Right now, I think black is getting ready to go knight E7, knight G6 himself and try to jump to F4. The big question is, what will white do? Whether he will play A5 at some point, whether he will play C4, whether he wants to go for D4. You know, white has these few options of advancing the pawn on the queen side.
I want to go D4. Harshita, what are the chances of bishop C2 to defend E4 and prepare D4?
That's a great idea. That's a great idea, Sagar bhai, because we don't want to keep the pawn on E4 on pre, and here after D4 white gets exactly
Huge
what he wanted.
advantage, guys. Huge.
The bathtub structure.
Yes. Arey, ye kaun sa bathtub hai bhai? Too small a bathtub.
And he goes A5.
Ooh, A5, Wei. Too good, bhai. Wei trying to clamp down on the queen side. This is some kind of a very, very interesting structure that black has. Would be looking to push D5 at the right time, but we will see.
And in the meantime, we have a move in Sindarov's game, by the way. He played F4.
Oh. F4 is on the board, and now Rook C8 by Yakubboev kind of looks the most natural.
So 7 minutes 30 seconds for Sindarov, 14 minutes 20 seconds for Yakubboev. I hope he doesn't use all his time right now.
But he's not shying away from a big fight. He's like, you want to play a dynamic game and for a win, come at me. Because if you come at me, that is going to give me chances to win the game. And maybe he cares about his rapid rating as well. He is 2-6.
No way. No way. No one cares about it right now. Qualification is very important. Bhai, Arjab Sengupta says the name Sindarov sounds like Sinbad the sailor. Just like him sailing through the World Cup to candidates.
I absolutely agree. ये कितनी बार मेरे माइंड में कोई तो आता था, मैं अल्लादीन ने मैं बोला नहीं यार वो नहीं है. देखा है क्या?
But right now, he has to sail past the wind that is storming. in his direction in the form of Yakubboev, who can play rook c8, hit the base of the ship, the knight on c3.
Oof. Okay, that is the sack which black is eyeing for, and white will never allow rook takes c3, b takes c3. I mean
And
double
bishop
pawns,
e4.
yeah.
Especially if you can, but he goes queen c7.
Oh, but how?
This
Why?
comes as a big surprise to me.
Because now, guys, f5 is a very, very dangerous move, hitting the e6 pawn.
Okay, if e5 here.
Knight b3.
E5.
Knight
Can you go
b3.
knight d-
And the whole point here, Amruta, is that after knight c4, I have this Vishen Zug knight to d5. I don't have to take the knight on c4.
It's very interesting. Knight d5. And if you
Bishop
take
d5.
here, then queen d5 attacks the rook. He plays f5. By
plays it.
Sindarov
It's
playing
happening.
so well. He's not at all stressed about this kind of, that, oh, I have to qualify to the candidates and all. He's like, bhai, todenge hum.
Okay, but this opening, this moment for a must-win, maza aa raha hai. I mean, this is what we want to see, yeah, in such a match.
Absolutely. But I think after f5, if white gets to plonk his knight on d5, he's going to be very, very happy.
Is e5 forced? Because, you know, you otherwise are, how do you save e6?
Yeah, because if you allow me to capture an e6, my queen will jump into h5 with a check. Bishop h3 is coming in very quickly.
Ooh. Well, maybe Yakubboev in big trouble here, guys. As we head over to Wei's game, there was some development after bishop takes b3, queen takes b3, knight e7 and knight g6. We had knight jumping in. Esipenko so solid. He breaks in the center. c4 played.
I'm very surprised by this last move of Wei to play c4, because now d4, d4, queen e6 seems very good for black.
Pinning here, also threatening sometimes to take on e4, maybe.
Exactly.
Not so sure. By the way, guys, Director Sab, can we have that view with both the players and the board? And I want to get your thought. No, not this one. The two.
Purple and the purple board.
I mean, where we can see both the players, both the boards.
Yes,
yeah,
this one.
So now, guys, with all the clock timings, positions that we have here, I want your thoughts. Harshit Bhai and Amruta, what do you think is the likely outcome of both these games?
The top game, I think Sindarov wins this. He has
2-0,
everything under
yeah?
control. By the way, this has happened. Esipenko takes on e4 but places his queen on c6 instead.
c6. Very nice move as well. Attacking the e4 point.
And Neil Nitin, which is my favorite team. If you mean in the World Cup, I'm for sure rooting for Argentina, because I'm the biggest fan of, I mean, for me, Messi is the best player, and I'm hoping that he'll do well this time as well. And thanks a lot for your well wishes.
I'm going to crack a very bad joke, because guys from before.
Can we show Sagar over here? Yeah.
Yes. And by the way, if India #1 player meets a girl named Tina. Yes. In a Football World Cup, which team are they supporting together?
Argentina. Argentina.
Oh my God. खींचो नहीं मारो. Harshit playing football with you, Sagar.
Sorry guys for that one. Queen c2.
ये संकेत जोशी तो वाव बोल रहा है चैट में. Good one. Sagar, I like where your creativity is
Please,
going.
Amruta, it's all coming from you. I'm very upset with myself, but I can't stop it.
Hold, 1
By the
second.
way, Queen c7.
e5. He took the pawn.
He took knight takes and g6 played.
Wow. This is so bold.
Also, it's very hard for me to imagine the queen on c7. You constantly want the rook on c8, but you know, is he keeping the chances of long castle alive? Because it would be very disastrous.
Guys, to be honest with you, this borderline feels lost for me.
Well, I mean, if you come back with your knight,
No,
then
knight
for
d5.
Knight d5.
Can I do this?
Bishop takes.
Queen takes.
Queen takes. You attack the rook, but do I have knight b6?
I take the.
You just take it. So okay, I go rook b8. it's somehow
you survive.
over, but not so over.
You know, is the must-win situation play different from normal play, right? Because you would never play like this.
By the way, Sindarov finds the best move, Amruta Harshit, bishop d4. He attacks the rook. And my question was, why is knight e5 bad here? But you know what? Positional chess suddenly.
Oh, knight b5 mein rahega kya?
No, bishop takes knight, pawn takes,
knight e3.
And just plonk the knight here and take the square on f.
That's so beautiful.
Okay.
Man, Sindarov actually proving that he is not just worthy of kind of reaching the finals in World Cup and candidates, but also has become an absolute beast on the board.
Yeah, and knight e5 is about to be played by Yakubboev. Why not rook g8? If rook g8, knight e3 still. Same concept.
Rook g8 as well. Yes, knight e3. This is the square you want to go to.
And I think it's better if he just takes on f5. Just give up that rook. Just give it up, bhai.
Yeah, maybe.
Agreed.
Maybe that's the right approach. Take and then take here.
And just fight somehow.
Somehow, like after queen here, long castle.
At least it's a mess. It's bad, but it's better than being positionally worse.
Yeah, true.
In a must-win game.
True. Create a mess here. That's true. Yakubboev, by the way, has 9 minutes. He's slightly ahead on the clock, but positionally, he's busted here. We go to the other game.
Yes, what's happening there?
He's got
King
his
F8.
knight on a very good outpost here on f5.
What is king f8?
King f8 played.
A
I guess
mysterious move.
he wants to go knight g8 and knight e7, maybe.
I'm thinking as white to somehow go queen d3 to a3, place my queen on that diagonal, but I don't think that it's just probably a one-move trick, as the king can always go back to g8. What's a way? G3? Would I ever consider this to prevent you from going knight f4? But then that does soften my light squares. What should white play here?
Yeah, for white it's not so simple. There is knight e3, there's g3, there's rook b1 with the... rook b1, rook c1, b5. You can start
That's
playing on
tough,
the other
though.
side.
Rook
I don't
b1
know.
is too tough. I think g3 somehow feels likely for me to happen.
Okay, but very, very intense. This battle is much more even than the other one. And by the way, mess created by Yakubboev. He took and d5.
And he's jumping with his queen to g3.
I don't know whether this was, lost or not, but still, this is the way you play for a must-win situation.
I know. This is what we are here for, Amruta. Chaos and exciting chess. e5, in my opinion, could be a decent idea. But then d4. Oh la la.
d4, and then it's actually Yakubboev who's pressing because he's attacked the knight and the rook. So, bhai, yahan par, can we just take the pawn?
But queen g3 check.
But it's a draw is
my
okay,
God.
yeah?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I don't
you
know.
can allow this. King d2.
Maybe a draw
No,
is
but
fine.
कब तक होता है यार? I
Bishop
think
c5.
Sindarov, he
I
can't
mean,
play
how is
that.
this a draw? Bishop c5.
No.
King f8, rook e8. This is tough.
It's black is happy with such
This
a
is
position.
looking
no,
very
let's go
very
back.
good.
What else is natural for white? Does he want to long
Oh,
castle?
he plays this insanely
Rook
good
h3.
move. Stopping queen g3. And look at Yakubboev instantly taking the pawn and feeling the excitement running through him because he feels like, ab kuch to mil raha hai. The bishop is coming here. I could long castle.
Oh, he goes knight d5. But he did miss the best move, which was queen h5.
This is not at all
Preparing
easy
long castle.
to play for white. And even though he's up on exchange, I think that black has excellent compensation because of the weak king on e1.
Yeah, loving this. Actually,
but for
loving
now-
this battle between these two Uzbekistan players. They are sparing no effort in putting the maximum pressure on their opponents.
No, this is a completely thrilling match, and in Sicilian, as you see, dark squares are very weak. That bishop has gone to h8. For now, not contributing much to the Raja on e1. Can black take advantage of that?
I want to go full screen once just to see how the expressions of the players are.
Yeah, right now it seems like both of them are so engrossed in the battle. 5 minutes for Jahokir Sindarov, 7 minutes 50 seconds for Nodirbek Yakubboev. Must-win game for Nodirbek.
Oh, he's about to play Queen C5. If he finds this move, it's really going to put some pressure.
He's going to find it.
Queen C5, very important to play. And he's hesitating.
Well, I
but
don't
I'm
know.
Sure he sees it, he plays it.
Plays it. Best move there. Good move.
Okay, the knight is attacked. It has to go back.
Guys, I have a question. Can I go b4 here? Try to trade the queens, but then my pawn structure is just going to be completely compromised.
Look at this, Harshit Bhai. After this one, it's actually black who's
taking
kind
over.
of, in a great position. Maybe king e7 as well. Just get the king in, get the bishop in.
The best compensation, for the exchange.
Yeah.
And a most imbalanced position.
Wow. Guys, this position
Maza aa raha hai. Maza to aa
from
raha hai.
being in complete control to Sindarov to a complete mess now on the board. With 4.5 minutes for Sindarov, he needs to be laser precise to not allow some nasty check on e3.
And look at Sindarov. He's getting a bit worried. He's moving on the chair. He's like, what have I gotten myself
Look
into?
at Yakubboev. He's nodding his head. He feels the energy. Long castle is also something that he is prepared.
Nice one.
And if Sindarov goes into big time trouble, he's thought for like 8 minutes for that one move. Over here also he does that and goes under time trouble, then king is weak. It can get super dangerous for his king.
Guys, 4,000 people watching. The excitement is peaking here.
Oh, he takes on f6, knight f6, bishop f6, and very important now to take control of this b4 threat. So knight c4 is a must. You need to bring your knight.
He's about to play that move, knight c4, Yakubboev.
Will he feel that there are exchanges happening? So knight c4, bishop takes c4, let's say.
Bishop c4.
He plays it.
You can take with the b pawn, not with the queen, because if you take with the queen, then rook c3. But b takes, and now this is a great position actually.
Difficult to assess. B takes c4. Well, let's go back to the live position.
Already, I prefer black.
Really?
I do, because I don't like that the bishop on f6 stops my rook on a8 from coming in the game. But besides that, I love black. He took, but now b
High
takes.
position is
Okay,
equal.
this is an important moment, and b takes c4 is not easy
100%
decision.
he will
play
take.
it. He will play b takes.
100%.
Yep.
Oh
Takes
my
it.
Queen
Queen
God.
d4. And this end game, not so simple. Black has 6 pawns. White has 5 pawns. Black has a bishop and a pawn for a rook.
But the pawns are connected.
Yeah,
Connected past pawns on f5 and e4.
Exactly.
If they get to e4 and f3, I think black is going to be better there. Queen takes, bishop takes long castles. Because black still has the ability to castle, guys. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, it's looking like a possibility. The other possible idea is just play bishop d6. And as we were thinking, as Harshit Bhai was saying, push the pawns down with f4, f3. Bhai, this game is looking so exciting now. Nordirbek Yakubboev has short chances to make a comeback.
And also more time on the clock. This does show that anything can happen. We were too optimistic that Sindarov is going to go through, but doesn't seem like that as of now.
With nerves being on the line, mistakes like this are kind of expected. It's very hard to play accurately with this much pressure, with this high stakes. Can Duan also... Wait, he's about to make a move. But if not, we could also quickly check what's happening in the Wei board.
Much more calm game there. Seems like around equal there as well. Players are maneuvering their knights and rooks.
This is going to go to 10 plus 10.
I'm not sure. It's
Could
still a
be,
game because
because-
knight b1, knight c3.
And yeah, once the knight comes to d5 and this queenside space could make it...
बॉडी लैंग्वेज देखो यार उन लोगों का लग रहा है क्या
वेई का बॉडी लैंग्वेज ऐसे ही रहता है. Even if he's at 1 second, he will be like...
But for the
He's
first
so
time,
calm.
Wei is up on the clock.
For the first time.
Queen d7 played, offering a trade of queens. I don't think he wants to trade the queens, right?
No, he can take, Harshit Bhai. Take, and then knight to b3 with the idea of perhaps rook d1. I think that's a very uncomfortable position for black.
Yeah, I agree, because if the knight moves, you want to jump in with your knight.
Yeah,
to c5.
exactly.
That's your
And
idea.
this a5 pawn suddenly is like, bhai, humne to bahut saal pehle clamp kiya tha. It's coming in handy now.
Guys, white does have initiative, but the moment is in Sindarov's game right now. We must go back over there.
Yeah, we'll go back to the Sindarov game here. And it's already looking really good for black. What does Yakubboev do here? Bishop d6 looks very likely. He shouldn't long castle somehow, because then the c4 pawn perhaps becomes a weakness. I don't know. Maybe bishop e5, bishop f4. I think it's important to take control of this diagonal right now. bd6.
Long castle, very tempting.
But suddenly you find white's pieces being scattered. Yeah, rook on h3, bishop on d4. He needs to long castle, but there's no time yet. And e4 का pawn, it seems like वो pawn को पकड़ना मुश्किल ही नहीं, नामुमकिन हो सकता है आगे जाके.
If he gets f4 e3 for sure.
I think he'll play bd6. Oh, he goes king d7. It's a very cool move, guys, because if bishop e5, trying to sort of take control of this diagonal, you have king e6, and if you go back bishop f4, I still have bishop d6, and once you take, this endgame is winning for black. Can you believe it?
No.
It's so much better.
He's showing why the king is such an important piece in the endgame, bringing it towards the center.
Also drinking water right now, just
Arey
showing that I am relaxed.
I
love my position. It is
These
all
are psychology. He gets up from his chair.
Arey, bye.
Wow.
Can we have
Look
that
at
view?
this guy.
Can we have that view of the stage where we can see all the players? Nadirbek, Yakubboev making a statement there by getting up and looking at the big screen.
Unbelievable confidence shown by Yakubboev in a must-win situation. And this definitely will make Javokir uncomfortable.
And what I want to
gets
say
back.
is that if Javokir loses this game, we'll go to 10 plus 10. But then the momentum will be with Yakubboev. B3 played. Very natural move. Rook c8 now. Get here. On the c file.
Or f4.
Or push.
Can I just push?
Push f4. Yes, also. Very good. B takes c4.
f3. Or
f3
e3.
or e3. Both very powerful.
But also just an important point, Sagar, if white would have gone long castle instead of b3, a very natural move, he assisted well that king e6 is better for him.
Yes.
Which is really great to assess, in less time.
f4 on the board.
To understand.
Guys,
f4 played. And
what a nice view here. I see this, I remember seeing this angle in the Fischer-Spassky match.
Bird's eye view.
Yes, from the top. Kya hi view hai? Mazedar.
f4 played, and now down to less than 3 minutes Sindarov, and you can see nervousness getting to him here as he's...
You know, this view really is very nice for players who have like proper hair and everything, like for me. When this view, it shows like don't have any hair left now. Oh, B takes c4, he takes here, and e3, push forward.
And you play e3 because you want to open up your light squared bishop on b7.
He's doing it. He's doing it.
Is he going for
He's
e3
going
or
for
f3
that
though?
pawn, bhai.
Which pawn is he going for?
E3, E3. Don't play F3, yeah? F3 kind of blocks the pawns on this diagonal. Then they can't move ahead. But E3, oh, he plays it.
Rook
Harshit bhai, as you say, Mama Mia here. Very good position. Now Bishop G2. G2 and F3. Oh, but Bishop G2, Bishop E3, check.
Be very careful. King e6 first. Simple chess.
You know, still the best move for black is bishop g2. Unbelievable.
Yeah, because
you allow bishop takes e3.
How does it work? Because bishop e3 comes with a check.
And then you move the king to c6.
Rook h2, bishop f3.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then you attack here and here. It's not easy, this line. But guys, if you play king e6, bishop takes pawn, pawn takes, rook takes, and now Sindarov has like good chances
And
to
rook
hold
d7.
this.
Hitting the b7 and the f7 pawn as well.
That's actually all coming with kind of in a forced way. And black does maintain chances here, but even white has chances.
But basically he has an escape. Yeah, Sindarov has to give back the material.
Yes. Maybe e3 was a little too rushed, yeah, by black. He tried to push it too soon.
Your idea of rook c8 and just capturing back the pawn on c4 with the rook could have been a controlled way of playing, but king c8.
Oh, big blunder.
What?
Is bishop f6?
How could he allow
bishop a6?
bishop b6 and rook
Oh, man.
Bishop b6, rook here is possible, but more than that, guys, there's a finishing stroke here, which is, I guess, not so easy to understand, but the move is h5 with the idea of rook h4 and picking this up.
I don't think you are even going to look at the
that's
h4
very
pawn with
hidden.
the king on c8. Most
But
natural
king
is bishop
c8
e6.
feels wrong because he just blocks his rook on 8. I cannot believe he played king c8.
Yeah, the pressure actually got to Yakubboev here before it could get to Sindarov. And by the way, guys, on the other board, I have this feeling that Wei might do it here. Look at this. The pressure is mounting. This time we can feel the intensity now.
No,
Both players are
Esipenko
kind of
is-
moving ahead.
Actually, Esipenko is playing like the wall, the great wall.
Yeah, and the way he defended against Vincent Keimer in that night end game, really.
Guys, mark my words here.
Impressed me.
I feel like Wei is very close to winning this. We might have two candidates in next 5 minutes. It's possible.
Chat, what do you think is going to happen for this game? We want your
By the way,
prediction.
Sindarov played.
Did he play?
Sindarov made a move.
Let's go to Sindarov's board. He played the move. Not yet, Not yet.
He's down to
False
1 minute,
alarm
20
by.
seconds.
But we want to anyway come here. He has 1 minute.
Has he called for bishop takes c3 here, by the
No,
way?
Bishop
What
he's
happens?
Just giving up the bishop
No,
there.
but bishop e3, fe3 is what this guy wants,
takes
Yakubboev.
e3?
Because king c7 and this is very
he
good.
goes-
He goes bishop e5.
Wow.
And that is not the best move.
But not
He's
bad.
f3,
not
but
bad
what
at all.
if f3? You are happy to
No,
push.
Amruta, f3, there is rook d3, and somehow, even if you get your pawn till here, you just lose these pawns eventually. It's tough. It's tough to calculate all of this.
And bishop e5 might be smart because he just needs a draw.
Yes.
And he's willing to give up his exchange back.
But what about bg2?
I think rook h2.
Rook h2, f3?
And you can just give up your bishop, rook on g2 quite often.
Wow.
You were going to
So-
go in opposite
So
color
what you're
bishop
saying,
with
what
a-
Harshit Bhai is saying here,
Very often you can just take and king e2.
King e2, and this would be a safe draw.
Exactly.
Wow. So Sindarov close now. Very close. And while Sindarov is actually looking good, 2 minutes 29 seconds, quickly going to the Wei game and checking the knight has jumped into d5. Can we have both the boards and both the views, Director Saab? It's too much to kind of keep switching. Yes, thank you. Wow. This is the time which we want to see what's happening on both the boards. And he goes king e8.
Back Esipenko and bishop
Bishop
g2, rook h2,
and he's going to
f3
sack.
and he takes.
Arey, take,
हो गया.
took it. He took
king e2.
king e2
पूरा
and
variation हो
But
गया.
wait a second. Bishop takes a3, rook g1, and then that a pawn. Some risk with the rook on a8.
no, Amruta, no
Bishop
risk.
b2, a5, a4. बाद
My
में.
bishop is controlling
Abhi
the
nahi.
queening square.
And also, we can exchange everything and go in rook bishop versus rook perhaps.
Okay, this is no
So,
chance. That
I think
means
Sindarov has done it.
Sindarov
after-
very close
very
to
close,
qualifying.
yeah.
So he might qualify here. But guys, Wei and Esipenko, you see, he's actually Wei is at 2 minutes 20 seconds. He's putting so much pressure night before.
Now the pawn on a6 is under
Too
attack.
much pressure. Harshit
Lot
Bhai.
of pressure, bhai.
Only the bar, the engine is kind of holding it here, and maybe Esipenko as well. He's giving up that pawn.
Bishop d4. Wow.
Let's go to that game. Let's go to Sindarov game to just look at what's happening. Bishop d4. And here he's attacked the e3 pawn. But Amruta, your point, we can come to reality, which is a5, a4, bishop f8. And if I can get my bishop here...
So
would
for
be-
a5 you have to take with the king, right? Because bishop takes c3 के लिए तो maybe bishop b2 first.
Wow.
Oh, Amruta, क्या बात है?
Nice alertness there, Amruta. You have to take with the king and then maybe go king f3.
And take this.
Take this pawn.
Still some fight here, yeah? It's not over. And with Sindarov and both having like less than 2 minutes, anything can happen here.
But Yakubboev is down to 1 minute now and Sindarov having more time for the first time.
And Yakubboev unsure, hesitating to make his move here, but he has to. He has less than a minute on the clock now.
But would he be objectively realizing that there's not much over here or he's thinking differently?
No,
What
you
is-
just need to keep finding some ideas and plans with which you can pose problems. And that is a5, but he goes king b7. That is too slow.
Rook g1. Even now.
Yaukir had his move ready. Rook to G1.
Well, he plays Rook G1 and maybe for black to stay in the game needs to find a move like Rook E8 so that this pawn is not lost.
But after Rook G2 and Rook G3...
Yeah. No, I think Rook G2 even H5 G6. Just
liquidate everything. And guys, just heading over to Wei very quickly here. We see trades happening somehow. He's managed to equalize here in this position. Esipenko maybe will go into 10 plus 10 there. So let's stick with Nodirbek versus Sindarov. King C6 played.
Mistake.
Yeah, just Rook takes G2 now. H5 G6 next. Exchanging all of the pawns. The engine gives white an advantage, but I'm sure Sindarov is only trying to find ways to liquidify the position into a draw right now.
He goes Rook G2.
Okay, is Bishop C1 possible here?
But just
plays Rook E8. He plays Rook E8.
Don't even think about it, Sindarov. Just H5 G6. Keep it simple. And he goes for it.
Plays it. Anything, guys. Anything can happen here. Bishop C5. Not a very easy move, but the idea is to win the C pawns.
But I'll play C3.
Oh, you won't take. Okay.
G6 played.
G6, stopping G6.
And now Rook G4.
Rook G4. Sindarov has 1 minute 51 seconds. But look at Yakubboev's time. He's down to 15 seconds.
He's moving his bishop back to D6. Stopping Rook to F4. Rook G1 back. Threatening Rook A1 now. Shifting gears.
But now A4, A5. At least now? Does it work or no?
A5, maybe Rook A1.
What else do you do? Bishop F4?
Exactly. What else do you do? You're right. You have to push A5. But no, he comes back Bishop E7.
Can you go Bishop F6 here?
And now Rook A1. Rook A1. Amruta, Rook A1 looks good. Attack the A6 pawn.
I think he'll go back King B7.
By the way, the game of Wei versus Esipenko still equal.
Man, I love how Esipenko's doing this. Yeah, like, what the hell? He's under so much pressure and he's holding this so well.
But they both have only 1 minute on the clock.
Yeah, let's come back to Sindarov versus Yakubboev. Now Bishop E7 played.
Guys, 5,000 people watching. What are your predictions? Will Wei finish it off here?
Yeah, just do like this.
Yesterday somebody said it nicely in the chat, where there is a will, there is a way.
Nice.
Way.
Bishop E7 back and Rook A1 not played yet. Sindarov is taking his time. He can play Rook G4 back.
Just he shouldn't take this pawn, right? Bishop
that would
E3.
be terrible.
Then, guys, what's the winning move here for black? Black to play. Anyone? Yes. Oh, wow.
Nice.
So quick. I thought you would get tricked by Bishop C5, but not really.
Rook E3 is just
Rook E3, game over.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So, Bishop E7. We are waiting for now.
Sindarov no move yet.
Make a move.
35 seconds on
By
the clock.
the way, Esipenko has taken over.
What? No way.
This is a topsy-turvy game.
Oh, by the way, some moves happened here in this game. I want to stay here, but also there. Can we have both the boards?
Yes.
Can we have both the views?
Rook H4 played by Yakubboev, threatening Rook H2. This is looking a bit scary. This is looking a bit scary for Sindarov. He has to be accurate. Maybe King D3 is the move.
Bhai. So Yakubboev still, you know, these World Cup tiebreaks are so crazy, yeah?
Maybe King D3. Stop Rook H2 check. Prophylactic move.
But why not Rook H2 anyway? Because you take E3, I go Rook H3.
But
Maybe
a good thing for Yakubboev is still the position is unclear. Anything can happen.
But Wei in trouble,
Wei
yeah, a
is
little
in
bit.
trouble.
Because now suddenly all the pawns he had pushed become weaknesses somehow.
And Rook takes H7 is about to be played by Sindarov. He plays
He takes it.
And King F3. Wow. Not afraid of E2 because the bishop can drop back to F2.
Bhai, bought tough. Too good.
Beautiful calculation.
And what about Bishop F2? Oh, you lose the E2 pawn then. Oh. Anyway, Rook B6 played, Rook B5 played by Wei. I think Wei will still hold this, yeah?
I'm not sure. I think all three results still on the table.
I mean, Wei, if he loses this, it would be like such a... Like in last 1 minute, everything turned around.
Wait a second, but knight d4 and rook a3 and f3 c6.
Yeah, knight d4 does look very dangerous. On the other game, rook f2 check played by Yakubboev.
But the king will march and attack the
King
bishop.
G4,
King is
exactly.
going
Kahan
ahead.
jayega?
King is going ahead. I'm pretty sure he'll sack the bishop for the pawn at the right
Oh,
moment.
Can you go bishop f6, E2?
Arey, bishop
rook
f6, bishop takes
E7.
E3.
Arey, huh?
If you move the bishop from that diagonal, E3
Yeah,
pawn
the
falls.
E3 pawn is anyway falling. So Sindarov looks safe.
Check, king back.
And look at this way. Game rook p8, king e7. Bhai, trouble
C8 है ना
time.
पर वहाँ पे?
Check, he's bringing his king in. It's going
No,
wild. It's
difficult.
going wild. Let's go to the Wei game, yeah?
It's going from bad to worse for Wei right now because rook a3 check and rook takes f3.
And also the f6 pawn is hanging. Harshit bhai, don't forget. All of black pawns are also weak. Wei can hold this, but he has to be super accurate now. He has 20 seconds. Ooh, and what
15
you
seconds
said
now.
did happen in the game of Yakubboev. We won't go there, but just let's stay here.
10 seconds, Wei.
10 by Kelo. Wei will play it at 1 second. In that calm by
4,
3.
3. And he plays knight takes f6.
Oh.
Which is a
इतना
mistake.
शांति से खेला वो भी.
भाई इतना शांति से मत खेलो Wei. We can't handle it. You can. King d2.
Rook takes f3. Threatening rook f2 check.
And then c6 is also hanging. And suddenly black is pawn up.
And
By
that's an
Andre
outside passer.
Esipenko might beat Wei. Oh my god, this guy is doing some crazy stuff in the tie breaks.
By the way, Sindarov completely safe. Just to quickly update there, he's completely safe.
But
H6
by the A
now.
pawn is there. A pawn is still there.
Arey bhai, king e3 and
Oh, 1 second. Oh, you take, I take, you take, I take, I push, you push, I push, and
white
then you
queens
make
for-
white
Arey,
queens and wins.
This is almost done. Northerbek cannot
Yeah,
break
and look at-
Sindarov now.
Sindarov there opening his bottle of water. He knows he has done the job, and Yakubboev looking ahead
He
in
takes.
despair. Takes on f2. Rook takes h5.
Draw incoming, guys. Sindarov very close to becoming a candidate here and reaching the finals. Meanwhile, Andre Esipenko also very, very close.
He's just
But
up a
everything
clean
is going to
pawn.
be ending in maybe 1
Rook
minute more.
h8 played. And I think Sahaj and Sahil might get their predictions right. They were saying like Esipenko and Sindarov will win. Oh, he's going to give a check.
Maybe we can go full screen on that game as or not. Maybe
यहाँ
not.
पे खत्म होने वाला है.
No, no, let's stay here, stay
Let's
here. He goes king, he check king d3. I feel that way he might save this.
Rook h2. And by the way, repetition there. And
Yay!
the draw.
Oh my God. Jao Kir
And Jao Kir
Sindarov
said sorry, yeah.
gets into the candidates. Oh my goodness.
What a
for
moment.
For Uzbekistan right now, it's a very happy moment.
Exactly. And for Jao Kir's entire team. And look at how many times he said sorry to his opponent just because he beat him. That's real camaraderie and friendship there. Let's quickly head to Wei and Esipenko. We can talk about this big moment in Uzbek chess in a
And if
bit.
we are able to
Exactly.
get Jao Kir over here, it would be epic later.
Yeah.
Guys, they're all enemies on the board, but friends of the board. Here, Wei and Esipenko still playing, which means they are going to go at each other. Rook to g2, threatening another pawn on g3. The knight endgames, known to be similar to king pawn endgames, where a pawn advantage is like huge.
Yeah, this is huge actually at this point.
5
Wei
seconds,
might
bhai.
have a very... Oh, by kill. 4.
5, 2, 1. He'll what?
Takes on h6 is the best move. I can't believe
Can we go
how
full
Wei
screen?
does this. Let's go full screen on Wei and...
But even if he plays the best moves, he is still in trouble.
yeah, he's slightly worse for sure. Rook
Takes
g3.
g3.
And
Knight
now knight
f5.
f5 again found the best move.
Rook
No,
g1.
but 2 pawns down, yeah? How are you going to save this?
कर लेगा वो अमृता Wei है.
नहीं यार, ये तो
ये टफ लग रहा है, सच में टफ लग रहा है.
night end game, rook is active.
Rook g1. Rook g2 played. Interesting.
And Andre Esipenko doing this so nicely here. But Wei has a good move here. He can go rook e8 to
that's
attack the
tough.
e pawn.
And then g4?
Guys, no way rook e8 happens.
Yeah,
no
it's
way.
Maybe there are other moves. King e3
4,
perhaps.
3, 2, 1. He lost on. Oh my god.
अरे पर वो
My
One
god.
second. And that too so calmly. Too
उसका
good.
हार्ट रेट क्या ही रहेगा अभी?
अरे वो कैसे करता है भाई? But anyway, that was not the best move there.
King b6.
He goes king b6.
Yes.
But it's
I mean,
it's
with-
a mistake. It's a
90
huge mistake.
93,
95 is coming. Wei is back.
Oh my
Guys,
God.
Okay,
Wei
did he find
is
it?
back.
Oh,
It's
of
a huge
course he
and he
find it,
gets
yes.
it. And I'm pretty sure Esipenko is going to shake his head there.
But what if
Oh
C6?
my God.
No, Amruta,
Oh,
rook is
G2,
hanging.
G2, G2
Rook
by
is hanging.
Rook D2 check.
King c3 and then knight c4 check.
Ah, man. This
Big
was
blunder.
tactical, yeah.
c6.
He forgot the rook!
Oh, no. That is so sad for Esipenko. I cannot believe it.
Amruta, you said the move.
Heartbreak, yaar. Bichara, it is so sad. Oh my goodness.
Oh, this might be the worst way to lose. Oh, he was like pressing for the win. He blundered the rook. Not just did he lose the
This
game,
will haunt him, man, for
Not-
his life.
but Amruta, he's not out of the tournament. He still can play for the third spot with Yakubboev.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Wei is through to the candidates. And what a brutal way. And look at Esipenko there. He's like,
No.
man, how did I play this move c6? It was pressure that got to him.
Wow. I
Hi,
can't
what
even
the
clap
heck?
because it's just so sad to
No.
see this.
Look at him, yaar. This moment, how does he get out of this for the next game?
I don't know, Amruta. He just has to think that he was almost going to beat Wei, and if he plays well, he gets the third spot. Finally, getting into the candidates is the main thing. Look at Andrei Esipenko. They're sitting there trying to convince himself that it happens. But
just go one. If we can just show the viewers what happened. Knight e3
this was the
played
position.
by Wei, attacking the rook on g2 and threatening knight d5. He stopped one threat of knight d5 but forgot about the bigger one, the rook on g2. And this happens, guys. Mistakes, blunders happen. It's part of chess.
I
but
can't believe that Amruta actually said c6 and it happened.
Though you know, in time pressure, you're looking at the other side and you forget the backward move, and this is exactly the backward attack. No, it is like it pains, yeah, to
this has
see a
happened
player,
before.
but no rook blunder,
This
like
has
direct one
exactly rook
move.
blunder. Karjakin versus Peter Svidler in the World Cup. Do you remember this?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that match
Which,
where
year?
2-0 Peter was up and then it became 2-2 and all of that. I mean, this happens all the time, but still every time it happens, we are shocked because, not all the time, but it happens quite a lot. And Wei, by the way, that composure of that 1 second moves, yeah, like he's so good.
By the way, it gets to your opponent. You know, when your opponent plays with 1 second, you're like, "Arey yaar, ye time pe nahi hara," and then you're also a bit frustrated with
yeah,
that.
you are so right. Actually, that can have an impact. You feel that abhi flag down hoega, abhi hoega, aur ho hi nahi raha hai.
But yeah, that was.
We have two candidates, guys. We have two candidates. Can we have a round of applause for Javokir Sindarov and Wei Yi? Both of them have made it to the finals and the candidates. Meanwhile, Yakubboev and Esipenko will fight for the third place. Very important clash. I would say now that that match is more important than the first and second place match somehow.
Absolutely, but Sagar, I'm just imagining like all the people, Esipenko's family and his coaches who are watching this. It would be such a difficult moment even for them.
Yeah.
Now they have to support
Amruta,
Esipenko.
think about this. If Esipenko did this and there was no third place, it would have been heartbreaking. Because there was no way out. But here you have one more chance to start from tomorrow again. And I think that should give him that hope to forget this and
How
say,
to forget this?
no, just forget it because you want to get into the candidates. Harshit Bhai, come on. This is something that David Paravian, his second, will take him. He will say, let's go to the spa, relax, unwind. You did your best. You almost beat Wei.
Yeah. No, that's obviously the right thing to do, but it's also the harder thing to do.
But that's what is it. No,
Yeah,
many times
yeah.
the hard
So,
things are the right
guys,
things and
it's
vice
the-
versa.
The
By the
players
way,
who lost
Harshit
today
bhai,
still have a chance. Just so everyone knows, they are not knocked out yet. There is still one more spot to the candidates. A huge match for them tomorrow. Of course, it's very important because now the finalists also want to be the World Cup winner, which is in itself a big accomplishment. But qualifying to the candidates, obviously the bigger goal. Yes, Sagar bhai.
We have, yeah.
I was saying, like, if director Saab can show us that moment, if we can
replay.
see that, just the expression of that rook blunder, that 5-10 seconds of, Esipenko thinking what to do, what not to
And
do.
even
and then
Wei,
playing
like,
C6.
how did he react? Like, I couldn't see that.
I think Wei just didn't react anything. He just came, he saw, he conquered, and he left. Like,
I don't know if Ding was commentating on this game in China because he would be completely shocked with
But,
what happened.
I have to say, Esipenko, what a fighter, yaar. Like, he was under so much pressure, Sagar, by all of us, like, unanimously agreed that he's going to be having a very tough time in that game. He turned the tables, was actually winning, was 2 pawns up, and just had this, very unfortunate mind slip in the final few moments of the game. And yeah, we'll try to get that moment.
What I think caused the blunder from Esipenko, I can try to explain a little bit if we can have the chessboard here, Director Saab. So the thing is, at this point, he was completely in control. If he moved the rook away, he's totally winning. But when he played king b6 and knight e3 came, he was suddenly like, now I'm going to lose the rook or the pawn.
Yes.
And suddenly forgot about the rook. And then he said, but I can save the pawn somehow, c6. And he
Why
played
was I
it.
worried? That happens a lot.
And then you lose the rook. I think that's when your mind stops. The shock of knight e3 leads to it, I guess.
It is the shortest day for the whole World Cup today. Actually, both the games are over, but the most painful day for, with a rook blunder. We have not witnessed something like this in this World Cup, though.
By the way, in the chat, they remind us of a very important thing that happened back in 2023 World Cup, where Esipenko was playing Gukesh. And it was an equal endgame, and Esipenko blundered an easy fork on e7 check, and he lost the bishop in a bishop-knight drawn endgame.
Oh, wow.
Do you remember this? Actually, this seems like something that has happened to him before.
Deja vu,
Yeah.
And that seems, like, maybe we'll get the footage here to just have that final moment, and then we'll end the stream for today. Esipenko and Yakubboev, I'm going to follow that match tomorrow. I was rooting for Yakubboev throughout the event. But now after Esipenko had this loss, I'm like, whoever wins, it's okay.
Yeah, it's hard to root against anyone at this point. Both all four of them making it this far to the semifinals.
Harshit bhai, you look like really, really distraught right now. Can you share what you're feeling?
No, I mean, I could feel the pain when he hung the rook on g2. I mean, it has happened with every chess player once in their career, but to happen at this stage is so unfortunate. If it happened in a rapid online event or a blitz event or even a classical event with not this much stake on the line, it would have been fine. But for it to happen here, I mean,
That's the main thing about this thing. 4 players and one of them getting out is just doesn't feel right. But of course, I mean, it has to be like that. We can't help it.
When the semifinals lineup was announced, we thought that the person who is to get knocked out is still 6 days away, so it looked far. Now it's just 3 days away. It's coming. It's coming, and when it comes, it'll hit us.
Yeah.
And it'll hit the players as well. By the way, in the chat, people are saying, imagine Wei versus Gukesh World Championship match. Could happen, guys, because Wei is now through to the candidates. So we have already 5 spots to the candidates 6 spots to the candidates completely decided. Hikaru, Fabi. We have Hikaru went through to rating spot. Fabi through the last year's circuit. Then Anish and Bluebaum through the FIDE Grand Swiss. And now Wei and
Sindarov have qualified from here. And there is one spot from the FIDE GP circuit, which Pragnananda is leading by very big margin right now. So we are hoping that he qualifies through that. Prag is playing in the London Chess Classic next week, where he'll try to extend his lead in the circuit points. And then one more spot, which will be decided between Esipenko and Norderbeck.
And a question to you that Esipenko tomorrow,
And
what
here
do
is
you
the
think?
Here's the moment. Here's the moment. Let's see. So you have the board there. Knight. He played c6.
No, king b6.
I think maybe the board is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
king
one
b6.
move back. Now 93 with 1 second.
It's a little bit weird board that has been made. Okay. Acha, mera board hai. I had to change it. Sorry guys. Sorry. 93. मैं बोला ये कैसे हो गया? Okay. So 93 and look at Esipenko there. He has 18 seconds. He gets a bit nervous. Wei is calm.
He's about to
Yeah,
move his rook.
in fact,
And he's like, wait, he's about
exactly,
to
and he
exactly.
forgets.
He just
c6. And Wei does not even.
Sorry, yeah, he in fact
He's
feels
sad.
for his opponent.
He's shaking his head.
instantly.
He's shaking his
I
head.
mean, what a guy. Really amazing.
Maybe one more time, yeah?
Look at this. 1 second he
Yeah,
played this move. Rook
Yeah,
at
he
7.
was about to make the move. Yeah, rook.
And
Look at his hand.
I mean, you're saying Esipenko was.
About to move the rook. Look. Over there.
He was moving his hand towards the rook on g2 because he knew it is attacked. It's
No,
not.
Here he plays king b6 first.
Yeah. So king, this is the position. He
Yeah,
goes king b6.
And immediately Wei spots that he has the ability to go knight e3. And he plays again with just 1 second on the clock. And here, look at this.
Look.
He's about to move his rook.
Ah.
And then he's like, he knows the rook is hanging, but he's like, 1 second, knight d5 is also coming.
That makes it even
And you
sad,
forget.
yeah? Like,
Yes. Like you've seen it and you've forgotten exactly what you pointed
Just
out.
for 1
Sagar.
second, you forget, you play c6, and that's all.
And then he was just shocked, sitting there.
And
for maybe
actually,
few
you know,
minutes.
Esipenko's face is like that of a smile, but of course, it's just.
Behind that smile
is a lot of
No,
pain.
It's like you feel so stabbed within, it's so hard.
But okay, he has to move
The
on.
show
We have
must
to move
go on.
Yes.
Exactly. The show must go on. Tomorrow will be the finals, which will decide the winner of the FIDE World Cup, the tournament which we've been covering for almost a month now. And also, very importantly, the third spot between Yakubboev and Esipenko. The winner will get a spot to the candidates in Cyprus later on next year.
Yes. And guys, before the stream tomorrow is also a masterclass at 2 p.m. We will be having Grandmaster Aloise Yankovic, who's going to come here and show one of his best games at 2 p.m. to 2:45, like we've been doing for 2 days. We have Sahaj Bhai here. We are going to catch him. We are not going to let him go during the finals. We will ask him if we can do a masterclass with him. But done. He said done. So we will definitely have 2 more. I'll be looking forward to seeing all of you tomorrow. Take care. Good night.
Hi everyone, I hope you are enjoying the coverage of the FIDE World Cup 2025 in Goa, India. Look at the beautiful place I am in right now. While we are on this break, I want to tell you that ChessBase has just launched the ChessBase version, the newest version, ChessBase'26 and Mega 26, Mega Database 2026 on 12th of November. Earlier, ChessBase used to launch a version every 2 years. But now, starting from this year, it will be launched every year, just like Mega Database. Hence, from ChessBase 18, we have now launched to ChessBase'26. Then it will happen ChessBase'27 and so on. Mega Database is world's largest chess database and has more than 11.7 million games and 114,000 annotated games. What are the newest features in ChessBase'26? Well, here's a short video for you to know all about it.
ChessBase'26 is here, starting with the enhanced opening report, rating-based statistics for your favorite openings, instructive tactical training built right in, the history of each opening, its pioneers, and a fashion chart showing popularity over time. Then we have the Monte Carlo analysis, simulating thousands of games, defining practical chances and typical maneuvers. Also, new detection of duplicate games, AI description of plans, real-time ray tracing, and more. ChessBase'26. Expand your chess horizon.
In December, the world turns to Doha, Qatar for chess at its fastest and fiercest. The 2025 FIDE World Rapid and Blitz Championships bring the globe's elite to battle under lightning time controls. December 26th to December 30th, rapid and blitz formats designed to reward precision, courage, and creativity. In the heart of the Middle East, Doha offers more than a board, a world-class venue, a cultural backdrop, and a stage worthy of legends. With a €1 million prize fund on the line and the title of world champion at stake. The 2025 FIDE World Rapid and Blitz Championships, the ultimate test of fast chess.
Want to play chess but don't know how to get started? Try chess.com. Play for free against someone at your level or challenge one of our friendly computer bots. Trying to improve your chess? Learn the Queen's Gambit and other openings with guided interactive lessons. Like chess but don't want the pressure of playing games? Chess.com has hundreds of thousands of fun puzzles to help you relax and sharpen your mind. Play your friends, make new ones around the world, follow the latest games, and more. Sign up and play for free at chess.com today. A premium membership at chess.com will help you improve your game with full access to a powerful set of learning tools. Unlimited tactics let you practice like a master, with more than 50,000 puzzles to challenge you at every level. Our library of interactive chess lessons, created by master coaches, will enhance every aspect of your game. And after each game you play, the computer analysis feature will give you feedback on every move you played, turning every game into a chance to learn. And that's not all. Premium benefits also include unlimited tournaments, video lessons, the Opening Explorer, and much, much more. Upgrade now to take your game to the next level.